All right. That's better. Now we got some people. Now you're going to hear my phone because I want to make sure that I have enough people can see me and hear me and all the other things that are there. I appreciate everybody being in here. Put the yeah, and I will show the comments again. Thanks for being here, Don Webb and Ed Winchell, and love having it on, and appreciate. I'm not sure where we are broadcasting to. Um, I will check on if see what else is there. Permission to come aboard definitely granted there, Don. And we got some people here on YouTube. I'm gonna go see what's going on, see what we are broadcasting on. I know we are broadcasting on YouTube, and I want to check some things here. Boy, this is just slow as hell. So I'm gonna see if we got people on. I'll see what we got. That I mean, horrible. That was a horrible game. And apparently we're not on Facebook. Okay, well that's fine. I will put the stream onto Facebook. So again, let's do the get people over there. I will get it over to Facebook. If you are on this broadcast, share it up. Share it up. I think it's not. Yeah, we're not on Facebook, but I'm gonna make sure that people know post game show, and I will open things up. My computer is slow as hell. I want to thank all the people that were over here listening on the Colorcast app. I know that Ed Winchell was, and things like that. We get this typed up here. Post that up to Facebook so we know where that is, and hopefully I get a chance to share it up in a minute. Hello, why is it not posting? Really? My goodness, I can't stand when things don't work. Okay, good. It actually did post there. Let me share it up to and I'm sharing it on the Facebook, and I will be right back because again I got so many screens on. Computer is slow as crap, and I'm gonna share it up to my other page, and hopefully we'll get some people come on board. And I will get to the comments in just a little bit. And great to see everybody. And I'll get this up here. So I will be right back. I'm here. Okay, we got that done. We shared up on Facebook, and hopefully, if anybody else is there, hopefully we're on Twitter. Oh wait, I see a call in. Wait a sec. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's calling? And in Houston, I don't have Steve. I don't have my lineup yet, brother. So Houston Steve is calling me, but I think he's calling my phone. Okay, Steve, if you're calling in, and hopefully you guys can hear me because there was some issues about people not being able to hear me. I'll make sure. Yeah, the audio codec is up. The number, if you want to call in, and let me do this, okay? If you want to call in, okay, so we got Mike and Gutzler and Asylum in here. So let's see. So there we go. Let me get everybody else up. And we got, and I appreciate everybody being here. I'm trying to get the comments up as quickly as possible. Yeah, Mike, I agree. I agree. I agree. I mean, what are we paying Gruden? I will give him one thing in the fact that I like the fact that for two straight years, he went for it he went for the win. I'll give him that. That I will give him. Okay. That I will give him because get the win. And I agree with that. Okay. If you want to dial in, and here's the other thing, if you want to be on camera, you can be on camera too. Okay. You can be on camera too. I'll give the link because you can dial in, and here's the banner. If you know what the number is, we'll do that as well. The number is up 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. I'm streaming on StreamYard. I don't know whether I'm on Twitter or not. I can go over to Twitter. Oh, wow. Love it. Dwayne T. Dwayne, and appreciate you doing that. Again, every time that you use the super chat and super stickers. Oh, my God. Is it on the other one? No, Steve, call the other line. There we go. Steve, are you here? Are you listening? Steve.
Hey, Captain Jeff, what a great win tonight. It was ugly, but a win is a win. I'll take it in my pocket and run my tail out the door of the bar.
Okay, well, I appreciate. I'm glad you can hear me, man, because I could barely hear you. And thank you for the $20 donation by Dwayne T. Thank you for getting that done today. You say you're at the Bronco Bar, right?
No, I didn't go to the Bronco Bar. I wanted to go to Molly's Pub up in Kingwood. Jeff Wilkins, I've known him. He went to the same high school as I did, but I've been going here since 2007. I was the only Raider fan in the bar. Everybody else was watching, the Houston game and the New Orleans game, and I was just yelling my off at the end of the game. I couldn't believe we were going to win this game. I thought for sure we were going to lose it. It looked so, but we came back and win. Waller, I tell you what, he broke the record by Tim Brown. I can't think of a classier guy. I'm just so damn proud of this team, but it didn't look good. But hey, well, I'll take it. It was ugly, but you know what I mean, Captain. We'll take it.
Yeah, and I like the win, but here's the other thing, and I said, and I agree with a bunch of people saying that we need to give Aguilar a new contract. I agree totally. And by the way, again, if you use Super Chat or Super Stickers for $5, Dwayne T gets 4 more entries, and I'll make sure I update that. When we get to 100 entries, we're going to have the prize wheel, one winner with one prize. So we'll spin the wheel, see who the winner is, and see who the prizes are. But yeah, I mean, this has been an infuriating year. Okay, this has been an infuriating year, and I'm going to continue to push this up. If you want to be on screen with me, I'm going to put this one up. You can go to that link. You can call in, but you can also be on screen with me. So there you go. So Steve, now I mean, I know, like I said, we were saying how infuriating it is, but we did win, and it was amazing because I agreed with you. I thought for sure we were going to lose. I
do too. Captain, what do you think about this? Don't you think of all of our, I know we've got a rivalry with the Chiefs, but there's nothing, this goes back to, the Rob Waddle fumble, this goes back way, way back and everything. I think the Broncos are obviously our biggest rival. I've been going to Molly's here for years, and the Bronco fans have given us more abuse than anybody. They're not showing up here this year, so I got to enjoy this win without putting up with a lot of hoo-ha from the Broncos fans, because they're not all bad and everything, but hey, isn't it nice that not here first incomplete all the time when you're sitting there watching the game if you go to a public place from the Bronco fans? But Jason Witten, do you bring him back next year? I sure love to. One more year and everything. I think Incognito's gone as much as we all love him and everything, and I think that Trev Brown should be gone because I know his injuries play a big factor, but when you have somebody that big that with that kind of weight, he's got nimble feet, as Wheeeewwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwwh
I don't think that Jason Witten comes back. I got a question for somebody who does air conditioners. When your air conditioner spits out ice cubes, what's the issue? And that's a real thing. I don't think that we're gonna have a. I don't think Jason Witten's gonna come back. I think he's gotten his records. I mean, the only tight end that's played longer was Trey Junkin, and that's because Trey Junkin was basically a long snapper. Okay, so there you go. And I don't think that it's gonna be down to that. And we got and remember, guys, the prize wheel will pick your prize. Okay, there's one Arnett jersey in the prize wheel. There's one JD. The primo prizes are there, and there's a bunch of other prizes. So the prize wheel will pick your wheel. But again, until when a prime prize goes, we'll have more people call in. Matt Bouchane, Steve's not quite done yet. So again, give him his minutes. So I will tell you when you can call in Matt Bouchane, because I know Matt Bouchane wants to talk about his Browns. First off, and I like this comment as well. This win reminds me, I'm glad the season is over. I agree totally, because the Raiders won a game that I really said that they really didn't have any business winning. They really didn't have any business winning this game. And it's unfortunate that I have to say it like that. And but I don't think Jason Witten's going to be back. I don't think that everybody knows, like I said, this is going to be a totally different team. And Jason Witten's not going to be there. Trent Brown's not going to be there. Like you said, Richie Incognito is not going to be there. Hey, you're going to the playoffs, Matt. I appreciate you. We'll see what happens with you. You got to do something other than show up, though. Why isn't your name stuck on your screen? I don't know. Okay, it shouldn't be. Matt, is that Matt? Matt. 5 minutes. Everybody gets 5 minutes, okay? And Steve doesn't have his 5 minutes in yet, okay? Go ahead, Steve. You still got some time.
No, I'm just going to say my uncle and my cousins have been season tickets holders for the Browns. I'm glad they made the playoffs, and now they've got to prove it and go out and beat Pittsburgh and just beat the snot out of them. If they don't do it, then it's been a lost season. But I give them the credit that they made the playoffs, and also you have to give the kudos to the Buffalo Bills for doing what they did, and the Baltimore Ravens. This has been an exciting year. I know our team that we love, and we live and die with our team and everything, Captain, but the future looks bright. You got to wear shades. Now let's just go out and get defense in the draft next year. Just focus heavy on defense and pick up a couple like a backup tackle, or you never can have. You need to go out and get a linebacker too, but and then of course a defensive lineman. But what would be our main focus, Captain, going in the draft? What would you say? Defensive end?
No.
Up in the middle on the line, or linebacker? What would you do?
Defensive tackle or linebacker, whatever is whatever the person is higher rated as far as best player available, but defensive tackle and linebacker for sure.
And then maybe pick up another secondary person, or you think we're top heavy as far as that goes? As far as our secondary, we should just focus on the first and second lines instead of the third lines.
I would like somebody else in the secondary. Matt Bouchane, you haven't won shit yet. You're got in the playoffs. I like you, Matt, and I appreciate you being here, but you know what? You're not a winner yet. There's only one winner at the end of the year, and that's the guy who hosts the Lombardi. And I seriously don't think that the Browns are going to be those winners. Getting back to your question there, Steve. Again, I think that it's going to be. The Raiders need to, they obviously most of their picks need to be on the defensive side. And then again, and I put this one up again, Nelson Aguilar needs to get another contract. I firmly believe about that. And if you want to be on screen and you don't just want to call, you want to be on screen, you can use that number. But again, I appreciate the fact that you call in, Steve. I did send you a text, by the way. I hope you got it.
I sure did. I did. Thank you for that, Captain. And I want to get back with you as far as how I go about donating. But the thing is that I'm concerned about one thing. I'm concerned about Ruggs. He took a hell of a shot there, and I hope it's nothing critical as far as any kind of spinal thing or anything like that. He really, what they used to call a stinger, and also this makes up for last year because remember it was just the opposite last season in the way of that horrible loss that we should have won. So it finally evened out. So it took us a year to get this, but we got it. And also Tennessee Titans, they hit that joint and won the game and everything. They might be a contender and then that goes into the playoffs as much as you know, you gotta love Derrick Henry in the way Vrabel puts his team together, being an ex-Buckeye. You know, I'm kind of partial to Buckeye.
Yeah, I got you. Man. If somebody knows an air conditioning guy, I definitely want to know when your little air conditioner, like window air conditioner, comes in, then it spits out ice cubes. Like I said, I like these are the teams that I like in the AFC. I like the Buffalo Bills. I like the way the Ravens have been playing. Okay, Tennessee will be like my third best team there, and I'm not talking about Kansas City. Because, yeah, Kansas City is the Super Bowl champs, but they've been playing some iffy games this year. And I know that they took today off, but I still think that Buffalo is the best team in the AFC as far as the way they've been playing. You got the Baltimore playing well, and I like Tennessee. Yeah, Matt, you can call. So, again, that's the way I see it, Steve. And we need a lot. We need to get some more, another free agency class. We need to restock and get things done. But I'm gonna let you go because again, Matt's gonna cry if I don't put him on.
No problem. I hope you're in good health and everybody else. And go Raiders and Happy New Year. God bless.
All right. Good night to you. That's Houston Steve, and then we got Matt from the Browns. And again, Matt's a good person, but you know, Matt, you don't win anything getting to the dance. You got a ticket. Okay, you got a ticket. Yep. So go ahead, Matt. What's up?
No, I'm just saying, Captain Jack, I appreciate the nice words you said to me and my brother about my dad. I appreciate it.
Well, again, I'm for those that don't know, Matt's the brother of my roommate from down south, and they lost their father late this past year, and my blessings go out to them. So I know what it's like to lose a parent. I know that you were a hell of a lot closer to your father than I was with my mom at the end. So I know it's a hard loss.
Appreciate it, Jack.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I did not watch the game because I was at my sister's baby shower. But the Steelers, if they would went for a field goal, they could have probably got the ball back. But they tried to go a 2-point conversion. They missed, and then they outside kick, they missed.
Okay, go say that again, Matt.
No, I'm saying that the Steelers, if they would have just kicked a field goal after their touchdown, they probably would have got the ball back.
Okay.
And because they went for a 2-point conversion, we blocked it. Then they kicked the outside kick. We got it. That's how we won.
Okay, but really, honestly, and again, Matt, I apologize for being ignorant, and I'm using the word ignorant in the proper context because I don't know anything about what was going on because I am ignorant to the facts. Okay, I'm not an ignorant person. I'm just ignorant to the facts. So what was the score? And are you saying that the Steelers obviously played better than the score indicated? Is that what I'm getting from this?
Their defense played better than the offense of my Browns. Correct.
Okay.
We were ahead. We were ahead since the second half.
Okay. But the thing is, like you said, Matt, you were winners, and I get that. But this is a whole new season. It's like I said, the second part of the season, everybody's 0-0. And it's you got a ticket to the dance, okay? And again, that's what you look for. You got a ticket to the dance. There's only 14 teams out of 32 that do, and that's a good thing, right? But you need to do something with it because the Browns. Now, who did the Browns get as their first game?
They got the Steelers.
Okay, in Pittsburgh with Ben Roethlisberger.
Probably Big Ben.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be Big Ben because that's why they kept him out of the game today.
Yeah, exactly. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah, I can hear you, Matt. So again, are you saying that you think that the Browns are probably not going to win in Pittsburgh next week? Is what you're saying?
It's going to be tough, but we're in the playoffs. We got the number 6 seed. And it's been almost 13 years since my team got in the playoffs, since 2002.
Got it. But you are happy. It's been 18 years or so. So again, congratulations to your Cleveland Browns, Matt.
Since my sophomore year of high school, when me and Tom went to Largo High in Largo, Florida, across the bay.
Okay. 18 years.
Well, 17, 16 years. But yeah, it's been a long 2002.
Yeah, and again, what you need to do is I think you need to do something to build upon your success. Okay, you need to build upon your success. Now this is a good first step for the Browns, and again, they got a dynamic rushing attack, and I honestly think that the Browns should really get rid of OBJ. I really think that they should get rid of him because I think he's really not an asset for your team.
Yeah, he's a little drama guy, But my concern is our defense. Our defense can't play. They barely beat, the Steelers, but we won. And win's the win,
I got you. And again, you got to go to Pittsburgh next week, where they're basically.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tougher game.
Yeah, I got a lot of coworkers that probably will go out, have a burger and stuff like that,
Oh man, I wish I could eat a burger. I'm with my diet. I really wish I can go get a burger at this point. I had a. You know what I've eaten all day was I ate an egg, literally a ham and egg sandwich with with some good chunk ham. And some egg, 2 eggs, and that's all I've eaten today. That's when I ate at halftime, and that's probably all I'm going to eat tonight. So that's my diet. And I didn't do my treadmill today, so maybe I'll do my treadmill after the show. But again, Matt, congratulations to you. Now I want your opinion, Matt. Who wins the AFC, Matt? I'm gonna put it on you. Who do you think is going to represent the AFC this year?
Kansas City Chiefs.
I don't.
Kansas City Chiefs. I hate to say that the Mahomes can throw, man. That guy can throw.
Okay, but I don't think so.
Either the Chiefs or the Bills. Bills my second team.
Now, see, I think it's going to be the Bills. Technically, that's who I see. It's going to be representing the AFC.
You asked for my number 1 pick. I said the Chiefs, but the Bills are pretty good. Josh Allen's good. I don't think the Steelers can do it. Definitely the Titans can't. Maybe Lamar, if he's having a good day, but Chiefs and Bills.
See, my number 1 pick is Buffalo, and my number 2 pick is Baltimore.
No, geez, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think Kansas City, and I think Rob was in here. I'm not sure, but Rob, the Kansas City guy, KC Rob. But I think that I don't, like I said, Ed Winchell thinks that Kansas City is going to beat the Bills. I don't know.
Yeah, it's either going to be Kansas City or the Bills against Green Bay. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think the Seahawks is playing the cold.
Okay.
We're cold up here.
Oh, it is cold. Hey, Matt, again, thanks for calling in, brother. And
thank you, Matt. 17 years, my Browns have not been in the playoffs. I'm very happy tonight.
You are. And again, congratulations on that. I know what it's like when the Raiders finally got to the playoffs in 2016, and we were, in and out. But that's why I said, do something to build upon it for next year, brother.
Exactly, man. Thanks for, saying the kind word for my dad, man.
Well, again, my best to you and condolences to you and Tommy.
Thank you, man.
All right, take care. That was Matt Bouchane. That's my buddy, the Browns fan. And again, Matt, you got to give people 5 minutes though. That's what I say. Ed Winchell. There we go. I know KC Rob was going to be in here. There we go. Thank you. I see. And again, I don't pay people to say these things. Okay, I broadcast what I need to broadcast, but I broadcast with heart. Thank you there, Rob. I appreciate it. And Ed Winchell says KC in Green Bay, and that would be a repeat of Super Bowl I. That would be a repeat of Super Bowl I. Let's get some people calling in. No, Matt, you're good. You're good. Who's calling? Okay, so that's an unknown. There we go. And you can hear my phone, so at least I know that I got a caller coming in. Caller, who am I speaking to?
Hey, Captain, it's me. Fast Eddie. How you doing, man?
Hey, Eddie, good to hear from you, brother. What's going on with you?
Well, the season's finally over.
Yeah. Isn't that awful that we actually we're kind of glad that the season's over? We wait for it all year, and then the way that we played this year, it's like, thank God that's over.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. It's I wanted to just talk to you about how some of the things that I and I think we can all agree that it is the defense. It's just ass. We saw it again today with that 92-yard pass to Jerry Jeudy on that slant pattern, wide open. It's ends with this team, man, and I don't know. I don't know what it is. I know we're not talented up front, and we're gonna have to spend. Now think about this. When is the last time the Raiders have ever signed?
Okay, hang on a second, Eddie. I'm trying to put you on the other speaker, so maybe we can hear you better. I'm putting out. Eddie, go ahead and talk. Eddie. Oh, hang on, wrong speakers. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, Eddie, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm trying to use the speakers because again, people are having a hard time hearing you on the speaker. So I'm going to try to get people to hear it and use my microphone to make it sound better. Hopefully you can hear them better. Go ahead, Eddie.
Well, if it doesn't, I can call back when you get it fixed.
No, well, I think we got it fixed. So go ahead, Eddie.
Yeah. So what I was saying was that we talked about this a month ago when I called in that it's just this defense. It's just never ending this whole year. I mean, you saw it again with the Jerry Jeudy 92-yard slant pattern that was wide open. This team just can't cover. The talent, and we just have to be honest with ourselves. The talent on this defense is just not good, man. It isn't. We have no pressure up front. And the question that I was asking you before the phone messed up was, do you know or can you recall the last defensive free agent that we signed that for a 4 or 5 year deal that maybe had a Pro Bowl? Can you think of one in the last 20 years? Because I can't.
Other than Charles Woodson?
Yeah, he was a drafted player. I'm talking about a free agent when he came back. He said, sure.
Right.
Other than that, and by the way, speaking of Charles Woodson, John Abraham needs to change his number because he's an embarrassment to number 24.
I agree.
And so, and talk about some of the things that we can get here, and we're really thinking. I'm hoping that the Giants don't put the franchise tag on Leonard Williams because I know he's a Raider fan and he was so pissed to pass up in the draft, and he's a guy that you can line up inside, outside. And his tag's going to be about $16 million a year, but he's a player we need to bring in.
Okay, I think I heard Leonard Williams. Did I mishear you?
Yeah, Leonard Williams. Yeah, I said I hope that the Giants don't put the franchise tag on him.
Well,
because he's having a great year. He's actually last 2 years
he's been balling out. He's exactly the kind of player that we need. He grew up a Raider fan, and I know he was pissed when we passed on him in the draft.
Yes. Whoop. Whoa. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the best speakers going, and unfortunately, it's not happening. Yeah, let me try one thing here as well, and I want to see if I can get it where it's better. Okay, codec. Okay. Okay.
I'm here. Hey, Kevin, I'm hearing some feedback coming through on my phone. Let me give you a call when you get that settled out, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it best for everybody to hear, and
yeah, I know when I was the first couple callers, I could barely hear, so try to get that figured out, and I'll give you a call. If not tonight, in your next show, I'll give you a call. Okay.
Okay, hey, thanks, Ed. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to make sure that we can hear each other. But yeah, I appreciate it. And Eddie, thank you for joining me on the Colorcast app today.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
All right. Okay, that was a Fast Eddie on the line, and again, I'm trying to make sure that people can hear. Now I'm gonna pop it back over to codec, which you guys don't know what that is, but I'm putting it up to 100% on that. I'm gonna put it on, so hopefully we can hear everything, and we'll have it go on. But let me do this here. And so it's one of those things where I'm putting everything up, and hopefully we will have everybody that can hear everything. Rob Bigler, thank you for that. Another entry for the captain's treasure chest, the booty prize, $4.99 to you. Okay, hopefully I can hear everybody and you can hear me. Can everybody hear me? I'm hoping that as well. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. I'll put that up. Can't establish a good enough record not to be blacked out in there. And that is horrible. That is horrible. Again, Robert, thanks for that donation. Did I put it up yet? I thought I put it up yet. I agree, Ed. I agree. I mean, when you are trying to watch your game, okay, when you're trying to watch your game and you can't even get into your own friggin' market. Now I understand that the Raiders are no longer in the Bay Area, but even at the whole West Coast, they were kicked out for something else. And that's why I did my Colorcast today, and we'll find out when we go to the next phone call. Hopefully, guys, you can hear the person on the phone. But it's horrible. Yeah, I tell you, it's just horrible thinking about that. What's going on. And again, if you want to be on the broadcast, if you want to join me tonight, okay, if you want to join me tonight here on the broadcast, on the screen, that's the link. If you want to go and be on the screen, hit that link. I will get you on the screen and we'll both talk. Okay. Line is open, 813-699-0834. That is the link to the screen. Becky says the Raiders weren't blacked out. So Becky says they weren't blacked out, and she lives right by you. And Ed Winchell said they were blacked out. I don't know what the story. And we'll figure out where you guys were, okay? Because Ed's in Sacramento, Becky is in Montica, I think. So figure it out. Who else came in? Okay, Asylum is coming in. As soon as he gets his camera on, there we go. We're gonna be joined by Asylum in a second. As soon as I get him on here. Why is he not adding to the screen? There we go. Okay. So,
Can you hear me?
yes, I
Hello?
can hear you. And China, I see you're backstage, China. I see. Just wait. I'm going to get people on one at a time. Asylum, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Asylum. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. We can hear you. So what are your comments?
Oh well, it's just I'm glad we got the win. I was yelling at the TV. Why are we going for the 2 points instead of the tie in this particular thing? But I'm glad it all worked out. But I think our main focus on this offseason is we got to get defense in there, defensive coordinator. And I agree with what you've been saying for the last couple of weeks. Let's get an OC in there to call plays and take that from Gruden and see what could be done, because it's just been some of these games we have been too close and shouldn't be and going, and we should be a little bit more aggressive. I'm glad he was aggressive on the 2 points, but that should have been earlier in the game, not right there at the end. I'm glad it worked out though. It's just we need to get some people in there and try to get Gruden just to be a coach and take the play calling abilities away from him.
Okay. Well, again, like I said, China, I see you backstage. Eric, you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, China. I see a smile, so that's a good thing. Eric, I see you backstage. When I get people in and out, then we'll go get other folks. I appreciate you guys coming in. Like I said, I want to see more people. What do you call it? I'm saying not more people. I want to see a better team. But I will give you this, Asylum. This is the second year in a row. And China, you weren't a Raider fan last year, so you might not do this. But this was the second year in a row that Gruden went for a 2-point conversion at the end of the game. And last year it didn't work. But this year it did. And I know that China has always had the Raiders in her heart. That she's full-fledged, and we got full-fledged Raiderette this year. But I gotta say, Asylum, again, the fact is that I like the fact that 2 years in a row he did that, and I give him balls for that.
No, I mean, I guess you can't argue with that. At least but where was that during parts of the regular season in other games and going? It's nice to see it. When there's nothing on the line, but when we had things on the line, he went conservative and didn't go like he should have there and go balls to the wall for the win.
Yeah, I agree. And again, we'll see. What is your number one thing that you want to see in the offseason, Asylum, other than a good defensive coordinator? I'm going to give you that. What do you want to see?
I like to either see somebody for a pass rush, or at least a decent cornerback or safety or something. Somebody on the back end to be able to help with some of these receivers and everything. I think those are the front or the back is where we need to go. And I like to see a linebacker here or there. I mean, I think I like Nick. I think Littleton just hasn't been played in the right defense. I think he has the potential of being better next year. But I really think we need somebody on the front line and somebody on the back end to help, so we don't be leaving everybody open on the back and giving up big plays at the end of a game.
Yeah, and Rob Bigler agrees with you, and I agree with Robert Bigler. We need somebody with some ass in the front as a defensive tackle. I like our ends, but we need somebody with ass, and not all play me. Okay, that's the way I see it as well. Hey, I'm sorry. Thanks for calling in tonight as well, and appreciate you being here. I'm going to get to China.
All
right. Thanks again, shipmate.
No problem.
All right. That was Asylum. I'm gonna go to Raider at China. I'm wrong one. Wait, Kent, you're not. Wait, add the story. Okay, we got China on the line. Eric. Okay, well, I got you both on because I went button happy. Who am I there? Who's there? Okay, so I got Raider at China on the line. I thought I had two. China, you were next. Thank you for coming in. Good to see you as well. How you doing tonight, honey? And how was that game? My heart's still like this as well.
Oh God, I can tell you right now that I mean they played their hearts out, but off season they need to focus on touchdowns. More touchdowns, less field goals. I keep saying it every year, and I don't care what team it is. We need to learn how to actually get to the house. We need to cover. Offensive line needs to cover the backfield, cover the quarterback, because that's the type of stuff that will get a quarterback killed. No coverage. Defense.
Yeah, better pass protection. I got it. Yeah. Go ahead, defense. Yeah. I want to hear that.
Defense, they're getting better, but we need some hard hitters over there. It's just not just Max Crosby doing everything by himself. We need everybody on the D line to get to communicate to get on the same page. I'm tired of all this.
Well, actually, I was going to say I think that the defense played as the game went on, and you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. As the game went on, aside from a couple different plays where, like Gordon's touchdown, there was not a lot of tackling, but a lot of other times there was a lot of gang tackles where you'd see 4 or 5 guys around the ball carrier, and it was Hankins, it was Crosby, it was Malik Collins, it was Vickers. So they had a lot of guys around the ball carriers, and Littleton was in on a lot of that as well.
Right.
Abram was cleaning up a lot of tackles. You did have some good tackles by Arnett. So they're getting more aggressive. But again, Rod Marinelli is not going to be our defensive coordinator next year.
You hit the nail on the head.
I still say that we need a defensive, more infusion in a defensive tackle. And remember, Cleve Farrell can also play defensive tackle and can slide out to the end. So he's multi-purpose there. I tell you, I was going to say, Robert Hawk says we got the 17th pick. Do we still got the 17th pick? I don't know. I want to see what it is. But what your number? Now I was going to say, China, I'm asking you your first 2 picks. Who do you go with first 2 picks, position wise?
Oh God, that's a good question. We need I don't know if we need a safety. I don't know if we need.
You're gonna have a safety as one of your first 2 picks. I don't agree. I agree there.
No, Jack, I was kidding.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we. Gosh. We just basically need everybody. We just need somebody who's a good leader on the D line. The D line, I see needs a little bit of work, but talking about defensive coordinators, I heard people saying different sides. No, we don't need Wade Phillips. Yes, we need Wade Phillips. If you've seen Wade Phillips, he touched any team that Wade Phillips touches is already ranked the #1 defense in the NFL. Like I said, ask the Cowboys, ask the Texans, ask the Broncos, and definitely ask the Rams. Any team that he touches will hit #1. That's what we need. We need discipline. D-line needs a lot of discipline. Stop all these with these games. Get the job done. Now, as far as
China,
go ahead.
Real quick. I was gonna say, real quick, give me your second one because I'm gonna get to Eric next.
Oh gosh, I was gonna say offensive tackle, cornerback. We need to. We got a lot of good kids there in college. You already know you got kids from Bama, you got kids from Miami, you got kids from A&M, you got kids from Ohio State. They can do a good job, but we just need a lot of help. If we want to make us be a Super Bowl wing, we're going to be a #1 contender in the Super Bowl. We need a lot of help, both offense, secondary, special teams, and defense. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay. Well, I agree. We do need a lot of help, and like I said, you and I can play next year if they ask us.
Right. Yes, sir.
So,
Hell, I could be.
okay.
Hell, I could be
Well,
a freaking.
China, thanks again. I'm sorry. What was that?
I said, hell, I could be. I'll be a kicker. I don't
I
care.
didn't hear you, honey.
Okay, I said I'll be a kicker. Can you hear me?
Well, whatever we need, make sure you drop that resume. Make sure you drop it into Mike Mayock, because don't give it to Gruden, give it to Mayock.
Oh hell no! I'm not giving it to Gruden, because Gruden he'll f that up in a heartbeat. If you go on
Gotcha.
4th down,
Hey, China, again, Happy New Year to you. I'm glad.
I was gonna say, if you're going on 4th down,
Okay.
you're supposed to run it, not just BS, and that crap will cost you the game.
Okay. I gotta let you go. I'm gonna get to Eric, but thank you for coming in, honey. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye, hon.
Bye.
And I'm getting to Eric. Eric, I got to the stream. Eric, turn your stuff down in the back. Turn your stuff down in the back.
What, the light?
Yeah. No. The sound.
Yeah. No. The sound. How's that?
Good.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's good. I don't hear myself again, so I appreciate it. So, Eric, thank you. Well, I can, but it's a little bit better. Turn it down a little bit more, but it's better than what it was. How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us from Ohio.
Doing good. How are you, Jack?
Not bad, brother. Not bad. What's going on with you tonight?
What's going on with you tonight? Well, it's just good to see the Raiders finally get a defensive win.
True.
To play the way that they should be playing.
Okay. Now, I actually thought that, and again, turn your what you're listening to, turn that down so it's just you and I talking to each other.
I don't have anything else going on up here. I don't know where the noise is coming from.
I don't know, because maybe it's just the back, but again, I'll deal with it. But again, I appreciate you calling in now. I'm giving you your opportunity. You are the general manager. You're working with Mike Mayock. What are your first two picks in the draft?
I'd be looking for a pass rusher.
Okay, and now you don't like our end. Don't think that Max Crosby and Cleve Farrell, as well as Carl Mask, I think when you say to me, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for somebody fat and wide in the middle at the defensive tackle or the 3 technique. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for somebody fat and wide in the middle at the defensive tackle or the 3 technique.
Well, Crosby has been good at times, but I don't.
Okay, say that again, Eric. You dropped off. Okay, say that again, Eric. You dropped off.
I said I like Max Crosby, but I don't think he's done enough to show that his job is secure.
Okay. So yeah, now I wouldn't mind another defensive end, but I wouldn't mind somebody that can play both, kind of like Richard Seymour, where he can play end on times and he can roll down in the middle of the line and be a force as well.
I definitely like to see him improve, but there needs to be somebody that's going to help give him a push, whether it's a defensive coordinator or drafting another player, but someone or something has to give him that push.
I got you. Now, what was your record for the Raiders this year prior to the season, as far as what you thought we were going to be? And obviously, you're not happy about it as well. But what did you think the Raiders were going to do this year, record-wise? I thought we were going to be 10-6.
I was hoping for 10-6, but with the way the defense was playing, I was hoping they were going to get at least 9 wins. So I think if we make the adjustments that we need for next season, we definitely have a shot at being a 10-win team for sure.
Okay.
But that's a big if right now.
Right. And now, are you going to be up there next year? I think we go to Cleveland next year. Are you going to try to make that game?
I'm hoping. I was wanting to make it this year. It wasn't able to do that.
Right. Well, I was going to say post-COVID, and depending upon when the game is next year, as long as it's not super cold, I will try to make it up there so I can see you and Don, and we'll have a good time up in Ohio for sure.
That sounds great.
All right. I'm going to try to get rid of this feedback. I'm having some issues. But, hey, thanks again there, Eric. Appreciate you being in.
All right. Thank you, Jack. Appreciate it.
All right. Okay, I'm trying to fix the audio here. The one thing I like about StreamYard is that you can have people in, but then you have issues with other things as well. Okay, yeah, there we got Jared. So you can hear him calling in the background, so I don't have to turn that down. Jared, how you doing, brother? What's going on?
What's going on again, Jack? How you doing tonight?
Not bad. I'm going to put my phone down too, because this way I don't have to listen to double people calling at the same time, and I will just keep an eye on it. I got enough juice in it. I think I can go for the rest of the show. But how you doing, Jared? And again, your Steelers, according, and I don't know whether you were here when Matt was here, but Matt was saying, how the Steelers, if they would have played differently, they could have actually won tonight too.
They could have, but you know what, though? Let's give Cleveland a little bit of credit. I talked to Eddie Winchell about this earlier, and I talked to Darrell Webb about this earlier. If there's a coach of the year, and I've been talking about this guy, and I've been saying his name the last few weeks as a coach of the year, it is Kevin Stefanski. You got to give him some credit. I mean, the Browns made it back to the playoffs for the first time in 18 years. Now they got to come here, next weekend with a very angry, pissed off T.J. Watt, Big Ben team, however. And can Lightning strike twice for them, or will the Steelers strike down upon like they did the first time? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But I got your picks for the Raiders, however, and then I got some coaching news to discuss with everyone out there. So be ready. Here are my picks, however.
Sure. Let's hear.
In the first round, I'm looking at defensive line. The Raiders do need help in that position. And Rashard Reed from the University of Pittsburgh, 6'5", 265, 270, would fit the bill tremendously. I think they could go after him at pick 17, depending on what he does at the combine. So I think he would be a good defensive upgrade for the Raiders there.
Okay.
And in the second round, I'm going to take one of your Gator boys, however, Kyle Pitts, the tight end out of Florida. I think they need a speedy tight end, and I think that would fit the bill perfectly for them in round number 2.
I hate telling you this, but Kyle Pitts is going to be gone in the first 10 picks.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Florida, however, there has been talk that Dan Mullen could be taking over in New York, however, possibly if Harbaugh Fitzgerald or Eric Finley does not get the job there. Of course, Adam Gates was fired today. We know Doug Marrone has already been severed. However, in Jacksonville as of tonight, it looks like Urban Meyer is going to take that job. Now we're hearing scuttlebutt that apparently Marvin Lewis might be taking the Texan job, possibly. There's been rumors going around that the Texans might be interviewing him. Pat Fitzgerald might be ending up possibly in Detroit, maybe. I think Morris is going to be playing himself possibly into the Atlanta job. It looks like it's his job to lose at the moment. And I told us Eddie Winchell earlier, however, one coach who I think may have saved his neck, however, being put through the rope, no pun intended, the last couple of weeks may have been Anthony Lynn. I think he's going to give him one more year in the Chargers organization. But two guys I do see going out the door, however, I think Vic Benzino's done in Denver. I think they're going to restart a whole new thing with him. I also think that Nagy in Chicago could be gone after what happened today. And I hate to say it, I know Doug Peterson said last week, I want to say Philadelphia, but I think Jeffrey Lurie on Tuesday, if not by tomorrow morning, is going to show him the door as well in Philly.
Okay, so Peterson gone in Philly, and
Nagy in Chicago.
Yeah.
Matt Nagy in Chicago, I think he's done after what happened today. I think with Green Bay being Chicago, I think his days are numbered. So is Stravinsky. And like I said, I think Anthony Lynn, however, saved himself out from winning the last two games, however, from being put through basically the gallows. But I do think Benzino's done in Denver. I think Vic Benzino's done.
Yeah, actually, I don't agree with that though. With the Chargers, I think that maybe they won him the game because Kansas City didn't play. And again, I didn't watch the Kansas City game, and Robert Bigler, I'm sure, is going to call in later on and tell me if it was basically like a scrimmage or not. But I think that if you beat Kansas City when they're playing it like a preseason game, so that they don't play, they don't get anybody hurt because they know that they have nothing to gain and everything to lose. You still go back to the fact that Lynn has made a lot of stupid coaching errors this year, and they're a better team than their record indicates. I get it, but still, a lot of the games that they should have won and could have won was not because of their players. Okay, it's because of Anthony Lynn's decisions.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we'll have to wait and see. Now, let me ask you this. Of course, we don't know the times of the games yet, and they'll probably announce them later on tonight or not in the next little while. Could we see, and I'm thinking we're going to see Pittsburgh and Cleveland going to be the first game on Sunday, because I have a feeling they're not going to put our game on Saturday night. They're going to put Tennessee and Baltimore on Saturday night because they want Henry and Jackson to be the big marquee matchup on Saturday night. And could you see Tennessee beat Baltimore again for the second time in 2 years in the playoffs, even though Baltimore is playing red hot right now at the moment?
Honestly, no. But it isn't. Yeah. It is in Tennessee, right?
I think it would. I'm guessing yes. I think it would be in Nashville, but it could also be in Baltimore. Because remember, Tennessee went to Baltimore last year and beat them. But I think it is. It might be in Nashville this time. I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah. I think that. I don't know. I don't know. I still think that Baltimore is a better team. And I'm on record as saying, and again, I'm not saying this to piss Rob off or anything like that, but I think that the two best teams in the AFC, the way that they are playing right now, is Buffalo and Baltimore.
Yeah, Buffalo right now, especially what they did to Miami today. I mean, my goodness, Josh Allen is just he's just getting better and better, and this could be an interesting matchup for possibly the next round, but. Let's see what happens with the coaching carousel, as they say, because it's going to start off officially. I mean, it's already started a little bit with two acts. They haven't made it officially of Barone and obviously the case, but we know they're gone. But I think the real stuff is going to begin first thing tomorrow morning. We're going to see who's going where. But I think by Tuesday or Wednesday, we're going to see the first hire, and that's Mr. Meyer going to Jackson.
Yeah, and you can always, how you can always tell when Urban Liar is lying? His lips are moving.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how much Shad Khan and Jaguar is going to sell out money for him, because I'm guessing this is just me 4 or 5 years at $20-25 million. Watch, they'll spend the money for $5-6 million a year just to get Meyer into Jacksonville.
Yeah, and again, I can see that because Jacksonville's a hop, skip, and a jump from Gainesville. They know the area. I still think that he's going to get the first pick. He's definitely going to take Trevor Lawrence, and I think that'll be a good fit for Urban Liar. And yes, I did say that name correctly. It's Urban Liar. But again, whether he can be the pro coach that people want, people thought that some college coaches make it, some don't. So we'll see what happens there. But it's definitely interesting with Urban Liar going to Jacksonville to have Trevor Lawrence there. It'll at least give some oomph to that franchise. I'll give it that.
Yeah, but I'll give you that too. And at the same time, you got Fields heading to the Big Apple to take a big fight out of New York City. But first, he's got to get through the mighty tide, Howard, Matt Jones and Nick Saban. And right now, I have a feeling, if they can keep it close with Bama next week in Miami, so be it. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Bama's going to put a whooping on OSU. I told Don Webb that earlier, and Don Webb and I talked before tonight. I said, I'm going to give him a shout. Don, I told you before, if they keep it close, I'll be surprised. I just don't see it happening. We saw what Bama did today. Sorry, Jason Dean. I told you that was going to happen. And I don't see you saying much about Coach Kelly and the Fighting Leprechauns now. But I will say this. The Tide are going to roll past OSU, I feel, possibly next Monday night.
Okay, well, I haven't heard from Jason Dean in a while, and I told him he can come on, and I'll give him a text. Maybe I'll hear from him sometime. But I don't want to, because I know how hard I took the fact watching the Gators suck ass but then again they had nobody to throw to because it was a unique opportunity and they had everybody out. So
do you think Mullen's going to leave Gainesville possibly and get a job, or do you think he stays in Gainesville?
I mean, this is the first that I'm hearing about Mullen jumping to the NFL. I mean, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, what's your source on that?
Stay. He's a good coach. He runs a young Spurrier. He's very good, I feel. I would keep him in Gainesville if I'm Florida.
Well, it's not up to Florida to keep him. It's up to, if he has an out in his contract, he can go.
Yeah. Well, we know that Trask is going pro. We know Pitts is going pro. So, well, we'll see what happens this week. And, of course, we got hockey coming up in less than 10 days. Of course, the only other thing, however, is that the Penguins play your Flyers the first night in 10 days. So we'll be looking forward to that week from Wednesday when the Interstate Showdown commences between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's always a good game to see. And I can't wait to start wearing my Flyer gear on my shows, but I'm not going to be
wearing my Penguin gear with you against you. Got Ira Crosby with me in the tank, so we're about even there.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the amount of shows I do because, to be very honest, I do the Elite Superfan show. I'm obligated to do that, and I'm doing the show with Ref Guru through the playoffs, so I'm obligated to do that. So that's already 2 shows that I'm obligated to do. So I'm probably just going to go down to 1 show. That's my show. So this way I need to think, because and after the playoffs. You know about playoffs? Yeah.
We got spring training. We got hockey. We got NCAA March Madness. So springtime will be here before you know it.
Yeah, but see, I got to take some time off because I got to go through all of these tapes and start putting things together for a goodie reel, and I can't do that if I keep doing shows. So February and March is probably I might go after the Super Bowl. I'm probably going to go down to maybe, and I'm sorry to say this, it's probably going to be down to maybe 2 shows a month, and that's like once every 2 weeks, just to keep up with things and keep up with people.
Sure.
But I got to start going through things and get things done.
You'll get it done. Don't worry. We'll be there for you.
All right. Hey, always good hearing from you, Jared. Thanks for coming in, partner.
No problem. Talk to you soon.
All right. That was the Pittsburgh report from Jared. Always getting the good information in here. Adam Gase was gone like weeks ago, just that it took him till today to do it. Becky says I need to do me. I will. I need some time off. And oh, by the way, I'm at home, so I can do that. And I see Rob's calling in, so I need to make sure I get this call. Before I even got it before it went to the ring. Hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? What's going on with you? Rob. Rob. Rob.
Captain, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't hear you for about 20 seconds. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Watching the Eagles and Washington game. How are you?
I'm all right. I don't even have the. In fact, I need to put that on. That's on NBC. So let me get over to NBC. What's going on? And talk to me about your Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, we basically started all of our backups today and still put up 21 points. So yeah, it was like a scrimmage game against the Chargers. That's why we lost. We didn't have Tyreek Hill going, Travis Kelce going, Le'Veon Bell, Patrick Mahomes. So it was pretty much our backup squad out there.
Yeah, who was your backup quarterback?
That's Chad Henne. It was the first time he started a game in the NFL it was like 2,273 days.
Wow, not that we were counting.
Yeah, not that we were counting or anything.
Yeah.
So, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right now. And again, I'm on record. And again, I don't say this to piss you off. I'm on record to saying that the two best teams in the AFC right now, the way that they're playing, because I'm quantifying this, the way that they've been playing is Buffalo and Baltimore. So I think that the Kansas City's gonna turn it up a notch, but they've had too many close games this year where Miami, the second Raider game, the first Charger game, the Panther game. Those are four that come to mind where and the Detroit, or was it Detroit? No, sorry, the Atlanta game. That's 5 games this year where they won.
Broncos.
Okay, and the Broncos where they won by the hair of their chinny chin.
But I'll tell you what. I'd rather them win those games like that than blow everybody out. And I'll tell you why. Because if it comes down to the nitty-gritty and it's a close game, I know that our defense can step up if our offense is struggling and win us those games. So I'd rather them have close games like that than blow everybody out by 50 points. Because if we get down into a nitty-gritty where you're whooping everybody's ass and then you get into a dogfight, can your team win that dogfight? And the Chiefs are proving they can win those dogfight games. So
and again, I'm not. Again, and I'm not trying to be an ass. I just the way that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
No, I was getting to what you commented on that. Baltimore, I'm not so worried about. I mean, they've been doing good, but not too worried about Baltimore because last time Baltimore's 0-3 against the Chiefs, and we shut down Lamar every single time we play them. So what I'm worried about is Buffalo. Buffalo's a scary team, and since the Chiefs beat them because we rushed the ball 47 times for over 300 yards, team collectively, they've lost one other game, and that was on a Hail Mary play by Kyler Murray to nuke over 3 guys in the end zone, and they lost by 2 points. Other than that, they've been kicking the shit out of everybody else they've played.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about Buffalo. I don't want to play Buffalo.
Okay, well now the way that it's working out, okay, and I haven't seen who plays who. I all I know is I want to make sure that Tampa Bay gets kicked out quick.
Yeah, well, if Washington wins, then they'll be playing Tampa. So.
Right, and to be honest, Washington has a ferocious defense. It's their offense that needs to go up a notch. And Tampa's defense is come day go day. And again, I live down here in Tampa. That's why I get so much of this from sucking ear fans that I can't stand it. So I can't wait until they get their ass kicked out. That's what I'm saying. So hopefully it happens.
I put it in the comments, but the Jets officially parted ways with Adam Gase. They fired him about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, but we knew that was coming though.
Yeah, we knew it was coming, but they officially did it. They officially announced it. So I'm going to be wondering, I think our offensive coordinator, if we win another Super Bowl or make it deep in the playoffs, I think our offensive coordinator is either going to take the job in Houston or he'll go up to the Jets and take that job with the Jets. So
okay, now say that again. You think who's going to go to the Jets?
I think if we make it deep in the playoffs and win another Super Bowl, I think Eric Bieniemy, our offensive coordinator, is gone.
Right.
He'll take the head coaching job in Houston, or he'll take it up in New York.
Yeah, and if I was him, I'd go to Houston so much easier. I mean, first off, it's Texas, vice New York. Second off, you got granted, you got a decent quarterback with Darnold, but I would rather have Deshaun Watson and start rebuilding.
And I love Patrick Mahomes. I'm a Chiefs fan. You know that. But to be honest with you, I think it could have went either way. Because I feel like if we would have drafted Deshaun Watson at number 10 over Patrick Mahomes at number 10, Deshaun Watson would be having the same career that Patrick Mahomes is doing in Kansas City. Because Deshaun Watson threw for over 4,000 yards this year with 30-something touchdowns and 6 picks with no weapons in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing. I mean, Deshaun Watson can play. Was a baller.
Oh, yeah.
And he's good. So I think if the roles were reversed and Deshaun Watson were here, Deshaun Watson would be doing just as good. So.
Okay, I got to ask this. Ed Winchell said, and I want your opinion on that because I know who he's talking about. He's heard that Spagnuolo might be leaving. Is that true?
See, I haven't heard those rumors yet. I mean, I haven't looked into that too much yet, but I don't know why he would.
Yeah, I was going to say, to me, that just sounds like a bunch of throw some crap up against the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, like I said, I don't know why he would. But I haven't heard nothing yet, but I also haven't been looking for it.
Right. Now, and we all know Eric Bieniemy is going to get a job, and that's just the way it is. And now what the question will be is who will take his place, because Bieniemy is actually calling the plays in Kansas City. And I like the fact, and this is why we lament as the Raiders fans, it's like even Andy Reid gave play calling away to his real offensive coordinator, and friggin' Gruden needs to do that too, and he won't do it.
Dude, Gruden, that's because Gruden's head is humongous, dude. And I'm not trying to talk shit, but
no,
Gruden is
I agree.
Power hungry. If it's not Gruden's way calling the shots, then he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care about nobody else. If it's not Gruden doing everything, then too bad. It's just like Dallas with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, the general manager, the owner, the freaking, the whole head coach, basically. I mean, if it's not Jerry's way, then it's nobody's way. It's the same thing with Gruden. If Gruden ain't running the show, then Gruden doesn't like it.
Yeah, I agree. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give the stream up for people as well. Next time, if you want, come on camera with me, and we'll go head to head on, literally head to head on views as well.
We can do that. And then also, I saw in the comments somebody was talking about you guys having the best offense in football. I'm sorry, but the best offenses in football are the Chiefs and the Packers, hands down.
I don't know.
Yeah, somebody said you guys had the best offense in football and the worst defense, and I was like, there is no way the Raiders have the best offense in football.
No,
I'm sorry.
No,
not even close.
No, I agree there.
I had to say something about that. I saw that and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, no, I mean,
no way.
The Raiders do have I think we're top 10. I think.
Oh yeah, you're top 10.
Yeah,
top 10 for sure.
Yeah. But better than Kansas City or better than Green Bay? No way. And in fact, also you got to put in Tennessee there too.
And Buffalo.
Yeah. I agree.
I'll tell you what, the Raiders, it would be smart to trade up and go get one of them big defense. Where would you guys pick at? What's your pick?
I think they said we're picking number 17 right now, which I mean, you can get a decent defensive. I think like Vontez Sweat. I'd have to see, but I think he was around that. And somebody can go back into the draft and see where he was drafted. But granted, he's an end, and a lot of your big bodies are gone within the first 7 picks. So like Quinnen Williams and people like that. But if you get the other Williams who's on it wants to have a new contract, we'll see.
I'll tell you what though, I wouldn't mind the Raiders. I mean, I would mind it because it makes it good, but I wouldn't mind you guys trading up to take Kyle Pitts. Like trading up to number 10 or something to go after Pitts, or one of them backs out of North Carolina, or one of the premier backs coming out this year.
Okay, but why would we trade up for Kyle Pitts when Darren Waller is there? I mean,
think about it.
I mean, I understand having I understand having I understand having two dynamic tight ends that are like wide receivers. I get that. But the Raiders need so much help on defense that, that is a luxury.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because what they're going to end up doing with Kyle Pitts is it's not going to be Darren Waller. They're going to turn Kyle Pitts into a Chase Claypool. So you will have a receiver, not a tight end. You're going to have a big-ass bodied wide receiver to go along with Darren Waller.
Okay.
That's why it would be nice to have Kyle Pitts, because that's what Chase Claypool came out of college as a tight end, and he's turned into a receiver for Pittsburgh. Now, you tell me that wouldn't be nice to add with Henry Ruggs and Brandon and Edwards out there, and then Darren Waller. To have that kind of receiver running down the field, 6'6", 240.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If that, and I agree that would be wonderful, but if your quarterback, whoever that quarterback is, and I'm hoping that Derek Carr is rumored to be going to other teams. Not that I'm a Carr hater, but if you're gonna, we know what we got with Derek Carr, and I want to see what we can do with Mariota and a stopgap position and a new quarterback. So that's what I want to do. But we already know what we got. But if your quarterback, if it's Mariota, is lying flat on his ass because there's nobody to block for him, it defeats having Kyle Pitts with Darren Waller, with Henry Ruggs, with Edwards and Renfro. It defeats that whole purpose.
I'll tell you what, you guys, if you should look at it, Derek, because I haven't heard that about Derek Carr. If he is going to other teams, it wouldn't be a bad one to look at because he's super disgruntled right now and he's going to request a trade in the offseason would be Carson Wentz.
No.
You wouldn't want Wentz?
No.
Yeah, I guess the Indianapolis Colts are going to be looking at him hard.
Yeah, and I see Carson Wentz going to Indianapolis. I see, and I've been saying this for weeks. I said, Philip, go spend time with your 25 kids. Okay. Go spend time with your 25 kids and just leave everybody else to go. Carson Wentz will go to Philadelphia to be with Frank Reich because Frank Reich was his mentor / security blanket in Philadelphia when they were good.
Oh yeah.
I see that happening again. Wentz in Indianapolis makes the most sense. I can see that happening. I don't want nothing to do with Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like I said, and you're probably right about that one because he would fit perfect in Indy. But like I said, it'd be a luxury to have Kyle Pitts, and I know it's your Florida boy, and he's a beast. I'm probably going to take him with my fantasy pick this year, fantasy football.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys need some fatties on the D-line, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your D-line is not that good. And Crosby would have way more sacks if he wasn't getting triple teamed as a freaking play because you guys have no other pass rushers.
Exactly.
But here's a good one, and I'm not just saying this because I'm biased. Ohio State, that Haskell Garrett from Ohio State that was in Trevor Lawrence's face all freaking night in the playoff. Haskell Garrett is a huge dude, and he likes to rush, and he's a defensive tackle. Put him in the freaking middle and have him create some pressure up the middle, and you're going to have Crosby coming off that end like nothing.
Okay.
And I think Haskell Garrett's like 320 or something like that. He's a big boy.
What's his draft status though? Is he a junior coming out, or is he a senior ready to go?
I think he's a junior coming out. I believe he's either a junior or he's a redshirt sophomore, which would make him a junior, but he's a redshirt sophomore. It's one of those two.
Okay.
So I think he could declare if he wanted to.
Okay.
So, but he's a big body boy. He can play.
Yeah, so, and I agree with, I can't remember who was saying about trading back. Oh, Matt said it. Because the Raiders are the only team in the NFL to have a draft pick taken away from them because of COVID. Oh my God. It's only the Raiders, yada, yada, yada. we got to acquire another pick. So I don't think we're going to
Hey,
trade back in the
Patriots
first
had a pick
round,
taken
though.
from 'em.
Huh?
Patriots had a pick taken from them.
First I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, Patriots have the number 76 overall pick was taken from them for illegal doing something off season stuff. They don't have their 76 pick.
Okay, so that's round 3, right?
Yeah, I believe that'd be round 3. Yeah, the Patriots lost their round 3 pick, I believe.
Okay.
It was 76, I think, is what it was.
I don't know what round the Raiders lost. I think it was a 4. I could be mistaken, but I think it was a 4. I know it was at least a 5th, maybe a 4, because it wanted to make it hurt.
Yeah, which they really like to ask you guys, don't they?
Yes, without benefit of KY.
That's funny.
All right. Hey, Rob, again, I want to thank you for calling in. You got another entry. I think you unfortunately, and I shouldn't say unfortunately, but I think you're behind Dwayne by about 3 picks. But
I figured that's what it was. I've been kind of monitoring it. I was like, damn you, Dwayne.
Well, and Dwayne wants that Arnett jersey, and again, there's going to be some good prizes available. But as I say, the Arnett jersey is one of whatever's on the wheel, and I think there's going to be like close to like at least 75. I got to figure out what it is. That's a prime pick. That's a prime pick. The JD thing is a prime pick. The Fred Biletnikoff pick is a prime pick. And then I think that those are like the 3 prime picks. And I have some other things that are coming, but I'm not going to put them on the prize wheel until I get them. Okay. And when I get them, then I will fill them into the prize wheel. But the other thing is the secondary picks. You got a lot of like $25 gift certificates to JR60 brands, $25 gift certificates to the Raider Image. And no, they're not bought, but I'm just, if it comes up, I'll buy a $25 gift certificate and mail it to the people. Yeah. I make it easy. We'll see what the prizes are first. But the JR60 brands is basically that's given by Joker Raider, and he said, okay. So Asylum said it was a 6th rounder. Okay, but that's not too bad then. 6th rounder.
Yeah, the Patriots. I just looked it up. The Patriots have fined $1 million and lost their 2021 3rd round.
No, well then they fucked old boy. Well, good. I'm glad to see it.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it was definitely a 3rd round pick, and they were fined $1 million. So
okay, yeah, and Bathy said $500,000 million. There you go. So yeah, we got that.
I will tell you what though, I want that Arnett jersey because he's an Ohio State boy. So
well, then just keep tipping.
So hey, when are you doing that drawing, by the way? And then I'll get off here because I know I've been on here for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm doing it as we get 100 entries, not 100 people, but as we get 100 entries, that's one prize wheel. So we get 100 people, we're gonna spin the wheel, okay? And then the winner gets whatever the other prize wheel says it is, okay? So if the Arnett jersey is still on the board after that spin, then the Arnett jersey is still on the board after that spin. So that'll be in the prime for the next spin.
Okay. And how many entries do you got so far?
I think it was like 60. I want to say like 64.
Okay, so you're getting close.
I'm getting close. Yeah, I'm getting close.
Okay.
So yeah, just keep up on it. Just keep up on it. And like I said, I will do after tonight's show. I will do. In fact, I can do it kind of semi right now. Let me see here.
Okay.
I think I updated it the other day. Hang on here. I'm waiting for it.
Philly's 14-10 on Washington right now.
Oh man, see, I can't hack New York winning. I can't hack New York Giants winning because of you know, the that person who shall remain nameless, that's a real asshole, is a Giants fan. So let's see, 13, 25, 35, 33, 39.
The only way I'd ever cheer for the Giants is because my great grandfather cheered for the Giants. So, oh no, I'm sorry, I lied. My great grandfather was a Jets fan because he was also a Mets fan. He hated the Yankees and the Giants.
Okay, yeah, we had 66 on the paper, and Dwayne comes through with 4, so that's 70, and you are another, so we got 75.
Okay, cool.
So we're getting
25.
Yeah, we're 25 away.
Now, when you go to do it, like when you get 100, are you going to make an announcement show, like a free, hey, we're going to spin the wheel or whatever, yada yada, so we can watch or whatever?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay,
here's the other thing. I'm not going to do like it's going to be the first 100. Like, say if I go get a show and we're down in there, and then we have person that gets in there, and they're 101. Sorry, 101, you'll be in on the next round. I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, it'll be the first 100. So we'll figure whoever gets there and wants to be in that first 100, you know, because it makes it, and then it might suck because then I won't get any more for until the next thing after they show, but we'll know what it is.
Would you do on the second one? Would you, instead of doing 100, would you drop down to like 50 so that way you can keep it moving, or would it be another 100?
I will see what it is, because remember, in the off season I'm not going to have as many people, so maybe we'll do 50. We'll see how many shows I have and what it is. If it's a decent amount each show, I'll just I like the 100 because it's a nice even number, and then you can still see it, you know. And I get all of the 100 entries, and then I mix them up so that they're not like you have 5 entries right next to each other. You know, I spin it, right. You know, I mix them up. So it's 100 entries and we go from there.
Okay. Well, all right, Captain, it's great talking to you. You guys enjoy your off season. Hopefully you guys make some splashes in the off season. And then you come back with 10-6, 11-5 next year.
I hope, man. I certainly hope. And I said, if we play Kansas City where it's not so damn cold, I'll try to come out and see you again.
Fair enough.
All right. Hey, always good hearing from you, Rob. You take care.
You too.
All right. That's Kansas City Rob. Yeah. Wow. Boy, he was he was on 20-something minutes. I apologize, folks. I was talking and talking. My fault. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. We got 10 people watching. Hopefully we get some more people watching. We've been on for an hour and a half, so that's cool too. I don't mind we might do a 3-hour show if we continue to have people call in. That's cool. Oh my God, 8-8, just like the Cowboys. I'm getting messages. Oh, that's ugh. So they have the draft order. I want to make sure you guys can tell me what that is, if anybody knows what the draft order is. It's Washington, Philly. I don't get that. I can't stand USC. Well, I don't mind USC. So what's the score here? Let's see what it is. Okay. Oh, 14-10. Okay, so Philly winning 14-10. Can't stand New York. I agree, Ruben. I know who you are. Good to see you there, Ruben. Oh, okay, yeah, that would be great. And always good hearing from Savage. I appreciate everybody. Again, if you want to be on the show, and you want to be on camera, okay, if you want to be on the show, you want to be on camera. We've already had Eric on camera. We've had China on camera. We've had Asylum on camera. And I enjoy that. And again, I'll be here while we have people calling in or wanting to be on camera. That's the link. Again, unofficially, we have 75 slots gone for the out of the 100. So we spin the wheel. We'll do that again. We're doing 100 for this round. Like I said, it might go to 50 next time. I don't know. It all depends upon how slow it takes to. I mean, if we're doing a good clip each time, I'll just keep it at 100. But again, once a big prize goes, then I got to restock it. And to be honest, like I said, getting another jersey, like a Arnett jersey, that's why I got one in mind. Can I bring up Lamb versus Rugg stats for the season in comparison who had a better season and who we should have? It doesn't matter. I mean, CeeDee Lamb has better stats, I'm sure. CeeDee Lamb has better stats. I've been more than deniable he has better stats. He's played more games because Ruggs was on COVID and Ruggs was hurt. It's apples and oranges. And there was somebody that was talking about Jerry Jeudy today, said, well, Jerry Jeudy was the better pick, and we're showing it. That was when he had the touchdown, and that was the worst thing, yada, yada, yada. And if it's my buddy, I'm sorry. If it was somebody I knew, and they just said Bieniemy's interviewing for the job in Atlanta. Eric Bieniemy is going to go to Atlanta. I think that's about where he's from too. So if that's true, he might want to keep Raheem Morris there. Or he might want a couple other different people. A lot of people want to get, their guys. Gruden wanted his guys. Well, one of his guys was Paul Gunther, and I'm glad that they figured out, that was it only took, he was there for 2 3/4 years. Okay. But Atlanta's going to be a different team next year because I don't think Matty Ice is going to be there. And I think that they're going to give him, I apologize. I think that they're going to give him time to build that franchise, especially if Matty Ice is gone. I think that Matty Ice is gone. Who's going to get the Jets job? I don't know. I don't know who wants the Jets job. I mean, we were talking about it earlier. Somebody brought up, I think, I can't remember if Jared brought up the fact that, Dan Mullen can get the Jets job. God, that would just suck. Going from Florida to the Jets job, that's a step down. Who do you think, Atlanta? Well, if they don't take, I think they take Bieniemy in a heartbeat. I think they take Bieniemy in a heartbeat. You're saying that he should go to Houston. I think that if he interviews in Atlanta, no, Doug Marrone. Doug Marrone would have a hard time being a shoeshine boy at this point. Doug Marrone would have a hard time being a bouncer at a strip bar at this point. Now, I've been a bouncer at a bar, never a strip joint though. Hey, Marcus, good to see you. What's the Cam Austin to find it? Yeah, I tell you, 8-8 is a hell of a lot better than 7-9. And by the way, like I said, while I'm here, and I got to say this, I was saying this earlier, I am doing shows with the Elite Superfans show that's still going to continue to be on YouTube after it's on Facebook. Okay. So you can go and watch the Elite Superfans show on Facebook on Fridays. Then I will upload it to my page on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I know what you meant, Marcus. I understand. It was great to be 8-8. But the Elite Superfans show that I do with Buffalo Fred Kilmartin and Superfans, and I know I hate that term, but that's just the way it is. We're going to be doing this throughout the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. So I will be doing that show on Friday. I will be doing the show with Ref Gurus on Wednesday, and that's on the NFL N-FL channel. That's a good show, and we're doing that throughout the playoffs as well. One other thing, and I forgot to mention it, and I don't know if any of you guys saw it today, but Violator is up for the NFL or the Ford Hall of Fans. Ford Hall of Fans. Go find that link and vote for Violator every day. In fact, let me see if I can get the link to you. I'm gonna do this. See if I can do a Google Ford Hall of Fans. Okay. I wish him well, and there you go. Yeah. Vote for Violator every day. Let me say it again. Every day, vote for Violator. Here's the link. That's the link. Go vote for Violator every day. Every day. I applied, and I was like, well, maybe I might get some. Maybe I might. No. You got Violator. You got Violator. Okay. Okay. Junior. Okay. Yay, USA. I'll give him some positive. Come back next season. My defense needs to be beefed up. I sorry, Marcus. I think we should move on and get as much as we can for him. And as Asylum says, he deserves. Yeah, I tell you what, Violator. Again, go to the Ford Hall of Fans. That website. I'm putting it up again. Okay. Every day, go to that website and vote for Violator. I'm just saying it. Every day. So make sure you go there and tell you. In fact, I'm gonna when I'm done here, and I'm gonna text him. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna say, hey, I just plugged it. Ford Hall of Fans. Let's see if I can do that. Because there's nobody more deserving than Violator. Nobody more deserving. And I'll just say I just plugged the contest. Here we go. So I'm sending it out to Violator. And so I sent it to Wayne. And again, go to that website. And every day, there's nobody more deserving. And I'm not just saying in Raider Nation. I mean, honestly, I don't know of anybody, period, no matter who they're a fan for. I mean, I know Wayne and I know all that he does. I don't know of anybody, period, that deserves it more than Violator. Thanks there, Rob. I appreciate it. Yeah, here, the other contenders are, okay, a Pittsburgh Steeler fan, a Browns fan nominated by Jim Brown. Wayne was nominated by Howie Long. A Baltimore fan nominated by Ed Reed. A Cowboys fan nominated by Randy White. And a Cardinals fan. This is a lady. So there's one lady amongst 5 other guys. A lady Cardinal fan nominated by Aeneas Williams. So, again, Wayne was nominated by Howie Long. I put in an entry. I admit it. I submitted an entry. And come on. against Violator. Now, I mean, I was maybe I did enough. Maybe I did this. Yeah, I need to beef up my resume. I need to beef up my resume if I'm going up against Violator. But Violator should win. That just no. Again, every day, Violator should win. Thank you, Matt Marinovich. I agree. Branch, Flores, and Violator. Bar none. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. I'm putting the link up again. We have been on for an hour and 43 minutes. I want to see if I have any. I hope there's nobody else that's doing the show tonight. I don't know that, but we'll see. We'll see in a minute. But I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody being here. Why is this? That's not what I want to do. Here, I'll fix this little engine right now. Oh wow, we've dropped some people that aren't watching anymore. That sucks. But anyway, sorry, I got the spinning circle of death. My goodness, man! I'm trying to get to the beginning of the page. There we go. If you want to call in, great, and the number is there. If you want to be in the show, that's great too. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering. If you want to be in the show, please. I will be more than happy to have you come into the show. If you want to be in the show, I will give that link as well. Yeah, okay. Who do you think should be the defensive coordinator next year, Matt? I am telling you, I personally think I like Greg Williams. I like Greg Williams. I mean, I also like Dan Quinn because I know what his defense can do. Dan Quinn would be an excellent defensive guy. One is you don't know jack about that. I'm doing that on Thursdays, and again, I'm going to go down to one show a week. It's either going to be the Thursday show, probably you don't know jack about sports. It'll probably be the Thursday show. So I'll be doing a show Wednesday and a show Thursday and a show Friday. It'll be the NFL Nation Live show will be on Wednesday. That's on NFL, the N-FL channel. Please go over there. Go over there go on YouTube. Okay. Go to N-FL. Okay. Let me see if I can get you the link. Okay. Let's see here. This is the NFL channel. Let me get it over here and put it up here. Okay. Pardon me. And I'm putting the link up there. There you go. Go to that YouTube channel right now. If you're on right now, and I got 8 people that are on right now, go to that channel and subscribe and ring the bell. Ring the bell. That's a Wednesday show, and it's great. And it's myself, it's Violator, and Ref Guru. Will this be the last night we talk about the Raiders? No, I mean, we'll talk about whatever we want to talk about, because I will be doing that show with the NFL Nation live show. We're going to be talking. Actually, that's not a call-in show. That's myself and Violator and Ref Guru, and we'll talk playoffs. And again, on Thursdays with the show I do Thursdays, you don't know jack about sports. We'll talk whatever. But I'm going to one show a week now that the football season's done, and it's going to be that show. And I might change the title. There'll be a Thursday show. And until I know what else is going on, we'll do a show on Thursday. But I'll do the Wednesday show, I'll do a Thursday show, and I'll do the Friday show with the Elite Superfans, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And we are coming up on 2 hours. Again, if you want to call in, please do. Did Bruden have a post-game show, or did he flake? I don't know, Ed, because I was on right after the game. I don't know. And I never really do know, because I'm actually doing the shows like hot right from the game. I put my broadcast off that I do for the for the broadcast. Oh, good. I'm glad this person's calling in. Thank you, Mr. Wombat. I appreciate you calling in, brother. Let me make sure that I take the phone number down, so nobody will call in while you're here. Mr. Wombat, how you doing, sir? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what's up now? Talk to me about today, man.
Well, in regards to today, I'm actually still very irritated.
I am too.
I still feel like the team. Still feel like the team is still a mess.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I'm really thinking they did just about everything they could to, even outside of the refs and outside of some of the horrible officiating I saw. They did just about everything they could to allow Denver to win this game. Right? The turnovers,
Yeah, but I will say that, and I said this on my Colorcast app, I said, this is one of the worst crews with the shittiest officiating that I remember all year. Okay, they call Darren Waller for an offensive pass interference, and in the very next play there's a turnover. Okay, and that was on Carr, by the way. Waller had a fumble as well as the tip pass. That's on Waller. Now, granted, Waller. Congratulations to Waller for having the record. I think it's 105, maybe 106 for the amount of receptions in the year. Congratulations, Darren Waller, and well deserved. But
yes,
the other thing about the officiating is that they had that flag on Aguilar, and then they picked it up. They said, no, it's not defensive pass. It is. It was defensive pass interference. It was one of the most poorly officiated games I've seen all year, which is why. And I put up the. I don't know whether you've Mr. Wombat. I put this up here for the NFL Nation Live. That's a show that I'm going to be on with Wayne Violator on Wednesdays. Go over to that channel, because we're going to go through each week through the playoffs, and that's going to be the show that I'm going to be on. I'm going to do my own show on Thursdays, and then I'm going to take some time off after football season. I got to take some time off. But the thing is that, it just horrible. And then, and I even said it. I said the Raiders did not deserve to win based upon what they did in the third quarter and most of the fourth.
Absolutely. I would argue that myself personally, I think it was more, they talk about storylines and whatnot. I think it's mostly Denver lost this game as opposed to Vegas winning, because I was very surprised that their coach called that timeout.
Oh yeah.
I I was like, wow, y'all probably could have just let them, not. I mean, because they were looking. It's probably the Vegas was probably looking at like a possible delay a game because they weren't getting set. So I was really surprised to see them call that timeout. So I was like, okay, kind of surprised me. And and the defense just looked. I mean, they just looked flat and just the same. And they need to make some changes. I mean, we've been saying this. Obviously, a lot of us have been saying this, for weeks. But they really need to do some. They need to do some. I guess the term you could say is some real soul searching at the end of the season. Rudy needs to really figure out something to get back on his drawing board, figure out something, get a real core. We might need to clean some house with the entire defensive staff. I don't know. Maybe make some cuts. I don't know. I don't know what they plan on doing. Even though these guys are 8-8, it's still like an absolute mess. And I mean, 8-8 is still better than 7-9, but it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous to see a lot of the opportunity that they've squandered this whole year. It was just an absolute implosion. And I just think there's enough blame to go around. So I put it on just one thing, but I think it's just everyone, top to bottom, should be shouldering some kind of blame, in my opinion.
Well, I agree. And I'll just say, Ms. Wamba, you have the first. You are able to talk to Mike Mayock, and you're making the first 2 picks for the Raiders this year. And oh, by the way, I'm going to throw another fastball your way. We're trading Gruden. We're getting. Or boy, that's a Freudian slip. We're trading Carr, and we're getting picks for him. Okay, first off, where does Carr go that we get picks? And then I want you to give me not the person, but the position in the first 2 picks.
Okay, if Carr were to be traded, I could see him ending up in, and these are 2 places that immediately jump out to me: New England and possibly Atlanta.
Yeah,
because if he went to Atlanta, he would still have a lot of firepower to work with down there.
Yeah.
And I do think, because I also heard you guys speak about what's his name, Matty Ice earlier. So I could see that that'd be a destination I could see Carr ending up. I'm not saying he will, but I could see that happen. And then with New England, they don't. If anyone's going to get the most out of Carr, as much as I can't stand him, Belichick probably would.
I agree. I agree there. And like I said, I think somebody was telling me that. I think Ed Winchell posted it, that he was saying that Sal Palantonio was talking about, that New England is actually showing some interest and things like that. I can see it. It.
Well, let me throw this question back at you real quick. Then, do you think the Raiders should move on from Carr?
Yes. You notice how quick I answered that? You notice that there was
that's what surprised me. I was like, wow. Okay.
You notice there was no hesitation. I mean, I like Derek Carr, but we've seen top end Derek Carr. We've seen him at the top end, and it's not Derek Carr's fault that we didn't build any defense with him. And I will say that it's not his fault that they built nothing around him to help him defensively. I will give him that. Right. But we've seen Derek Carr top end, and we need defense with a quarterback that can win decent amount of games. And Marcus Mariota, in my estimation, not as the savior, okay? And I don't say that sacrilegiously, but as a stopgap, okay? As a transitional quarterback to whoever we figure is going to be the Raiders quarterback of the future. Mariota would be a good person to have for a year or 2. And remember, Mahomes sat behind Smith for a year and 7/8. I think that was the proper time, because if you do it by math, I think he got in game 15. So literally, it was a year and 7/8. Mahomes sat behind Smith. And in week 15 or 6, or the game, I should say game 15 or 16, is when they finally started Patrick Mahomes in year 2. Okay. And I think the same thing. So let Mariota come in here. Let a quarterback of the future come in here. And that's going to be the only person I really think about drafting in this draft is we need help on defense. We need help on defense. You know, also we could use some help on defense. And I don't know whether I said this, but we can also use some help on defense.
Or I would also offer you might look at adding some help on the defense.
Yeah, you know what? I appreciate you saying that because that totally slipped my mind.
Actually, real quick, I'm actually inclined to agree with you about Carr. It's not that I don't like him. It's he's proven himself. I mean, he's obviously silver and black, you know, and once a Raider, you know, always a Raider. But
unless your name is Randy Moss, Warren Sapp, or those are the two that come out to me. Randy Moss and Warren Sapp. Fuck you.
Yeah, I ain't worried about them. Yeah, I ain't worried about them. But I mean, it's just he still has a lot to offer, and I would like to see him on a winning team or a team that's playoff contending. You know, to actually have a chance to. I would like to see Carr, you know, get a ring before he hangs it up, and it may not be with the Raiders.
No, I don't think it will be.
And it might be time to go ahead and you know. And business, this is the part where business kicks in, you know, see what his value is. He's putting up these great numbers. It might be time to, as they say in Vegas, cash out, you know, and potentially, you know, get a couple of picks, maybe a player, you know. I would prefer picks instead of players because these free agent signings and trades I don't know if the success has really been there. I will quickly say though, I hope that Nelson Aguilar receives an extension. I think he's done a great job this season. I think he's totally earned another contract.
Oh, hell yes. Hell yes.
But yeah, I just, it might be, this is me speaking. I won't be, I could go either way. If they bring him back, great. If they decided to move him, I wouldn't be upset either. I kind of agree with you about using Mariota as somebody to get transition for the next guy they bring in. I do think that when you ask me about the draft picks, I don't know that maybe they should not. Well, if they did use one on defense, they need to use one on the interior line up front.
Bingo. That's my number one. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry?
That's my number one is interior defensive line. Yep.
They do need someone up there. And I would also potentially offer they would, if they could draft another player early, an offensive lineman, because I don't see them keeping Trent Brown.
No, he's gone.
Is welcome to keep coming back as long as he wants, but in my opinion. But he is up there in age, and so it's time to, you know, as they need depth. They really need depth on that O-line. This whole one guy goes down and the whole line goes down. Maybe look into bringing someone that can back up Rodney Hudson, because how much longer is he going to be playing?
Yeah, and the kid, I think, and he was still there. I'm pretty sure he's still there. Is James? He was the backup center, and he played that one couple times again last year when Hudson was out, and he played okay. And I still think that his name. I still think he's there. I'd have to look. If somebody can look at the roster and see if James is still there. I think he's number 68. Off the top of my head.
Okay.
But yeah, he's a center guard. And but and I can't remember his first names, but I know his last name is James. I think he's still on the roster. I think we might be able to train, but you know, until Rodney wants to walk away, Rodney's good to go. We do need another guard. We do need another guard. John Simpson is going to come in and take one guard spot unless we sign Denzel Good. And I want to see Denzel Good sign because again, Gabe Jackson was saying pay the man, kind of like Richard Pryor and Silver Streak, pay the man, pay the man.
Well, I have to admit, Good should be hopefully Good as well.
Yeah. So Good and John Simpson, and then you got obviously, and Gabe Jackson might not be around, so might be two guards. So and you need a right tackle because nothing against Sam. I'm almost as crippled as the guy I'm playing behind Brown, whatever Sam's last name is. Sam, love you, brother, but you know, haven't really impressed me. Young, I think, Sam Young. So we need a right tackle too, unless you get a left tackle and we move Miller to right tackle, whatever works. But those are the only things on the offensive line. Yeah, I can see, but you can also get somebody decent in free agency for a guard. Again, Denzel Good is a free agent guard, so I would count that as well. So Denzel Good and another one, and then a tackle. But I don't want to ever hear the name Trent Brown again.
I won't get any complaints from me about that. I mean, if he was hurt, he was hurt. I don't walk around in his shoes, But they paid him a lot of money, and there wasn't a lot of. I mean, look, when he was on the field, he was on it, one of the best in the game. But their return on investment, I mean, this isn't there.
No,
it just isn't. And so, yeah, I don't blame you. My person, you bring up free agency, I would honestly, I don't know what the free agency is going to look like. I don't even know if they should really, at least in terms of free agents, really bring in too many of them, especially on the defensive side of the ball, until they get an actual coordinator who has an actual focus for the defense, because they need to figure out who they want to keep and get rid of before they start bringing in more. I'd rather they just draft some guys on defense personally. That's just me. And I would like to see them move Joyner back to safety. Isn't that what they originally signed him as a safety? They keep trying to have him play corner.
Yeah.
And it just hasn't worked.
Well, and the one thing is, I don't know how long the contract is for Jeff Heath, but I like him at safety.
I'd be okay.
I want to bring Heath back. I want LaMarcus Joyner in at safety, not nickel corner. I wouldn't mind if Worley is back, and again, we picked him up. I don't mind him being a nickel corner, but I still say that I still want another corner. I like Arnett and I like Mullen, and I think that there's some ability there. Obviously, if you take away that the game against the Fish with Arnett, but that's bad coaching. That's bad coaching.
Yeah.
So I think that. Yeah, I think that Arnett's not bad. So, again, I like Mullen. I think we can do with Arnett, maybe get another corner, maybe get Worley as the nickel or dime. But, at safety, I like Heath. I don't mind, and I'm being very careful with my words, I don't mind Abram as a safety, but he needs to be coached up a hell of a lot better.
Oh, I'll put it out there right now. I'm off the Abram bandwagon, hype train right now. Not bandwagon, but just hype train. I've had it.
Uh-huh.
I'm taking it, I'm giving him the side eye, as a spectator. I mean, look, it's all great that he's all chippy and great for highlights, but again, he's as far as I'm concerned, he's playing like he's like Philip Buchanan, first round secondary guy who gives you some good highlights, but he's giving up plays.
Philip giveth and Philip taketh away.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. So look, he's still young. And I agree with you. Maybe the right coach will come in, and I think the talent is there. They just got to rein him in and get some discipline, and maybe just take some proper coaching. So it's clear he's still raw. So I'm not like get rid of the bum, but I'm just like I'm giving him the side eye. I'd be okay with. I'm not huge on Lawson. I don't really care for Devin Lawson if he moved on. It's whatever. You mentioned another corner, but they never played. I thought that was what they were going to do with Joyner, was maybe move him back, because then they drafted, what was his name, like Amir Robinson or Meek Robinson?
That Robinson
corner for the nickel package.
Right, and he's been injured a lot, so maybe we don't need.
Okay.
Or he's either been injured or with COVID, one or the other. And then Isaiah Johnson, we still have, who made plays against the Chargers the first game, but not the second game. So again, maybe we're there. I don't know, but we definitely. We need like two fat bodies, of which one should be Leonard Williams, and if Dominican Sue is another fat body in the middle, that's great as well. But we need a fat body in the middle, and
no, they do. They absolutely do.
And Leonard Williams plus one, and then we still need to draft one, and then we'll go from there.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll ask you one quick question. So when you mentioned, you said you yourself personally, you said you would be okay with them moving cars to another team. What player or what kind of caliber player, like if you were to draft, let's say, or not draft, a trade for a defensive lineman, who do you think would be a fair trade to bring in for Carr?
I don't think you're going to get a defensive. I mean, if you trade Carr, and I'll say this, and I'll get you another caller, and I appreciate you being here, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't think you're going to get I mean, I don't know what the hell New England had. Like, say we're going to deal them to New England. I don't know if anybody that they have, honestly, that I want, because I don't know what their team has. And that's a matter of ignorance on my part. I'd have to scout.
Right.
But I don't know. So give me a good player and 2 picks. That's what I'm going to say. Give me one good player and 2 picks for Derek Carr.
Gosh, we better. Well, they're going to trade to New England. We better hope so, because New England they're good at fleecing teams. Well, I hope they're very staunch on what they get in return for Carr. I hope they get what they can.
I agree.
So I'm with you there. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking my call on the top of your line. So happy New Year to you and everybody else in the chat watching right now. So.
All right. Well, again, thank you. There, you're good with me, brother. Anybody that says, hey, I got to get in Mob Boss, and I got to get in, and was there, and you're good, man. I appreciate you for sure, Mr. Wombat.
Wow, I appreciate that, good sir. And I took advantage of the link you posted, and I went ahead and posted my vote for Violator, and I'll be doing it again so every day up until the
yeah.
So they tally the votes.
Yeah. Keep doing it, and also go to that link that I have up there, which is the N-FL channel. I do a show with Violator and Ref Guru every Wednesday. We're going to be on until the Super Bowl. So people saying, hey, you're not on as much. I'm on. I'm just not on my channel. So I'm going to have my Thursday show. I'm going to have the Wednesday show with Ref Guru. And I'll make sure I pimp it out on Facebook and IG and all the other things. And then I do the Elite Superfan show, which I do on Friday nights. That's on Facebook. And then I download the show to my YouTube channel. So I'll still be doing 3 shows a week. It's just that you might not see me unless, and trust me, I want people to be there.
Okay. Well, I'll look for that one as well.
All right.
You have a good rest of your evening.
All right. Thanks again, partner. Much appreciated.
No problem. Appreciate it.
All right. That's Mr. Wombats. Oh, yes. Somebody just said Stephon Gilmore. Yeah, not bad. Stephon, but would they get rid of Stephon Gilmore? Would it be like Derek Carr, Gilmore, and Gilmore would probably only get you 1 pick. New England has 14 picks. Yeah, I want those picks. Hey, Scream, good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here. Yeah, Carr at $20 million. I mean, even you're going to take a $2.5 million hit. Who's this? Oh, Dan, is that Danny Fay? Wow. No, Danny, no worries at all, man. I understand. Got promoted to head coach, being assistant, slept, and now I'm swamped. It's been, hey, no worries, Danny. Thank you for being here, man. And Danny, I put some links up. I want you and I want everybody else here. I'm going to put the links up one at a time. First off, Danny, if you can, and I know you're swamped. Let me get to that. Where was it? Okay. Here is the one link. Okay. NFL Nation Live. I do a show on Wednesday, and this is for everybody. Go to this link. Okay. And if the show is over, go back and find this link. But go to YouTube N-FL. That's what it is. N-FL on YouTube. It's on my page as well for the channels that I do. I'll be doing shows with Violator as well as Ref Guru on Wednesdays throughout the playoffs up to the Super Bowl. Okay. I will be doing a Elite Superfan show. That's also on my page, but that's on Facebook on Fridays. So I'll be doing shows basically Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I'm after the season. I'm taking a hiatus, man. I'm taking a hiatus. It's not going to be as much. It's not going to be as much. Doing a hiatus, but again, go there to NFL Nation Live, Danny, if you can. A great show with Ref Guru is a linesman that played. That was an official in the NFL for years. great guy. And then obviously you'll see the Elite Superfan show on Friday. The other link is this, and is there? Yeah, let me see the Ford Hall of Fans. There you go. Go here to the Ford Hall of Fans. That's the next one. I had to copy it again. Want to make sure it's there. And again, Scream, thank you for being that. And see, Mr. Wombat's showing you some love too. Danny's a great guy. Danny is like Doc Cabral. Danny is a true Patriots fan. And I like Danny because he is not a wishy-washy Patriots fan. Go to that link. Okay, that's the Ford Hall of Fans. Vote for Violator every day. I'm sure you know Violator. Yes, you know Violator. Once you see him, you know Violator. Go to every day. Like I said, he's got it. Okay, thank you there. Thank you there, Ed Winchell. I appreciate you being here. And again, I love doing color casts. I'm going to do it next year as well. Hopefully, we'll have it to Android by then. We'll see. But I love doing it, so look for me there. And Danny, don't worry about you being, until it becomes unrealistically expensive. Oh, they're talking about Gilmore. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so there's the thing. And thanks, man, Danny. And again, congratulations on the promotion. Next year, when I am back at work regularly, things are going to be different. Things have been different this year because of COVID-20. 2021, we'll see what's going on. But I'll try to do as many shows as I can, but I might have to cut back. Here, I want to see this. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Team Massive. And I still got your purple muffler, or what do you call it? It's a muffler, right? What the hell you call those things? It's purple, and I bought it from the team. And I still got your purple soccer jersey, and I love it. Like I said, I love purple, silver and black, and then if I'm not wearing silver and black, it's purple. I like it. Those are my favorite colors. Line is open, 813-699-0834. Danny, we were talking about possibly Derek Carr going to New England, if you've heard that. I don't know if you have. Scarf. Yeah, okay. Scarf. That's what it is. Muffler, scarf. But, and God, I'm watching this game. I can't abhor, or I do abhor the thought of the New York Giants winning the East. Now you're orange and black. Oh, you're orange and black. Oh my goodness. See, I don't know. Orange and black. Okay. Sorry. I have your old stuff though. I support you. Orange and black. Okay. Yeah, only if McDaniels stays. I get it. I get it. If McDaniels isn't your OC, then it's no reason to do it. And by the way, if you want to be on camera with me, and we've been on for 2.25 hours. If I get some more phone calls, we'll be on for another little while. If not, then we'll do this. We'll break off at about 10:30 Eastern. 10:30 Eastern. We'll break off. We'll see. But I enjoy the show for sure. Is it still on? Oh no, it's already off. Wow. That sucks. I was about ready to give my friend a call, but it looks like they're not doing anything. Oh well. That just means that I will be doing this for a little bit longer. That's fine. Again, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Like I said, what we'll do some more call-ins, hopefully. And a new shirt. Okay, wow. And I'm on a diet, by the way. I'm on a diet. I've actually lost 18 pounds because my doc said I had to lose 18 pounds. You're glad he's gone. They kept him too. Who are you talking about, Ruben? I know that's Ruben. Who are you talking about? You said we kept him too long. If you're talking, and this is conjecture. And again, I trade Carr for a player and 2 picks. Oh, and just as I thought, there we go. And I enjoy this. So this is definitely going to be the. Let me make sure I turn the banner off so nobody else calls in. Ruben, you are definitely my last call of the evening, brother. How you doing? Good. It's been good hearing from you.
Pretty good. I'm glad they got the win, but the game shouldn't have been that close.
No. And I even said on my cast, I said the Raiders really didn't win the dessert. Well, let me also clarify. The officiating was probably the worst I've seen this year. And that's
a lot of bad calls in every game this year.
Oh my God. I mean, the offensive pass interference call on Waller. Are you kidding me? Are you
I don't know if
kidding
it was
me?
our game or one of the games I saw. The dude got hit in his neck. The defender slapped him and they didn't call pass interference on that. Since when can you touch the guy beyond 5 yards?
Yeah.
And let alone slap him in the neck.
Well, and then they took the flag back from Aguilar, which was DPI, and they said no, it wasn't.
Then why the fuck did he throw it to begin with?
Exactly. The guy saw pass interference, and then the other guy said, "No, that's not Pat. You need to pick that." Bullshit.
See, some of these people, I'm not gonna say some of these people. I'm gonna tell it like it is. A lot of these fans don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They couldn't coach high school football, let alone little league football. We have an offense that scored 434 points. We have a defense that gave up 478 points. Now, when was the last time a team made the playoffs, let alone win the Super Bowl, when they gave up more points? Our defense is shit.
Mm-hmm.
And until Gruden changes something, because I'm pretty sure he's the one controlling everything. And if he's not one, then whoever it is, then he get rid of his fucking ass. Because our defense is shit.
No, I agree. And now, who do you want as D coordinator there, Ruben?
If we can't Wade Phillips, and I don't know, but Lovey maybe somebody. It's got to be somebody. But you see how Gruden coached that last last 3 or 4 plays in the red zone? See how aggressive they were?
Yeah.
Now, how come you can't be like that the whole fucking season? What's his problem? You can't take that stick out of his ass? I mean, I've never met the guy personally, but if I did, I'd tell him straight to his face. You're not worth $10 million a year, dude. You're not.
I agree.
Where he's at right now, Del Rio was doing a better job, and he wasn't getting $10 million. Fucking Belichick's been over there with the New England Patriots forever, got him 6 titles, even though they cheated the shit out of getting what they got, and he didn't get no $10 million a year.
Right.
Is he earning his money? No. But regardless, okay, the owner's paying him, wants to give him whatever, that's fine. He's not producing. And our defense, I don't care if the guys are old or young, they're not disciplined. That touchdown they gave up easy to Denver, they're out of position. How the fuck do you give up a touchdown that easy?
A 92-yard reception.
Yeah, and you're only rushing 3 guys, and you can't stop the pass. They threw the fucking ball under cover.
Yeah, well, they threw it behind the linebackers and in front of all the D-backs, which is where mean, it was a great play. It was a great play, and then you can't catch him.
Defense out of position.
Right.
It wasn't like he threw the bomb and got behind the safety, and now he's behind everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this. if they're looking for ways to try to lose, they're doing a damn good job of it, okay?
No, I agree.
And this whole year, we haven't had no discipline on defense. I don't give a shit what they do in training during the week, leading up to the game, whatever. These guys, there's not fucking one guy on defense that's the leader of the team, okay? Look what happened when we beat Kansas City, even though it went down to the wire when we had Goldman. Remember Goldman?
Yep.
The guy came to us. He had 3 days to prepare. Del Rio gave him the playbook. He got the fucking helmet with the mic in it. And look how they played.
Yeah.
That's the kind of guys that they need on defense. There's not one guy in the locker room. I don't care what they say. There's not one guy in the locker room who's the captain on the fucking defense who will get all the other guys in line. We haven't had a good defense in fucking decades, okay? And that's because why? They're not doing enough to put that on the field. If Gruden was a defensive coach, we wouldn't probably have the offense we have, but we sure definitely would have a better defense. If we had half the defense that maybe the Chicago Bears or some of these teams have, we'd be good. We'd be in the playoffs.
Oh, I
Every
agree.
time we get close to winning a game, when we got the lead, they find a way to fuck it up. And I don't see the coaches doing anything about it. I don't see them pulling them out of the game. I mean, the last coach, I think, that benched somebody where nobody saw it coming was when the Denver Broncos, Mike Shanahan, benched the quarterback. Remember that? He just took his ass out of the fucking game.
I think it was RG3.
I think so, but I don't remember what quarterback was. No, it was when he was with Denver. He took him. He just benched his ass. It happened in Denver.
Okay.
When he was with Denver, I remember that because they made a big, the announcers made a big stink about it when they were showing the game.
Okay, then might have been Jake Plummer. It might have been what do you call it? Jake Plummer comes to mind. It could have also been Brian Greasy. Probably one of those two guys.
I think it was Greasy. Might have been.
Okay.
Week 7, we give up 45 points to Tampa Bay. Okay. Week 14, we give up 44 points to Indy. We kept 2 teams down. Cleveland in week 8, we only let them score 6 points. In week 10, we only let them score 12 points. Okay. What happened to the defense? How come they weren't able to do that, be consistency? See, when we beat Kansas City, I was happy that we beat them because, Carr finally got his win in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
But that was it. Everybody was like, oh, yeah, we beat them. I'm like, I haven't seen shit yet. I wasn't like, okay, I like my team. I love my team, whatever. But you haven't sold me on it yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not stupid. I'm watching football. I seen Henry. I forgot who we went after when we had Reggie McKenzie. They kind of got Henry. I think he didn't get picked to the 7th round. They didn't get him. And now he's a Tennessee Titan. And this is the 2nd year in a row where he rushed for 2,000 yards. When has the last time the Raiders even had a running back like that? And I don't think ever in the history, if anybody has come close to that, if I was Marcus Allen.
Yes, it was.
Because I don't remember anybody else who has done that. But see, he has an offensive line. Those guys up at the front, they block. Trent Brown, you give him, what, $60 million? For what? And then sitting on the bench when he don't have COVID, now that we have COVID, coming around. If he's not hurt, now he has this fucking shit. Get rid of him. Let him go.
I got you. And I will say this, Ruben, and don't worry. Trent Brown will not be on the team next year because I reported this via Spot Track. You can do a 2-year contract and you owe him nothing next year. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Trent Brown is gone. And if you get rid of Carr, it's only a $2 million hit if you cut him. Now, I'm not saying they're going to cut him, but I'm just saying even if they were to cut him, I think they only owe him $2 million.
If you do that, you're going to start all over on offense. Somebody learning the playbook all over again.
But see, that's the thing. I still think that Mariota should be the stopgap quarterback until a quarterback comes in, and maybe you swap Carr for Matty Ice. Although Matty Ice is making too much money. Maybe you swap. You get rid of Carr, you get some picks for him and a player. Matty Ice gets cut. You bring him in on a new contract, not the contract that he's on, and you draft the quarterback, and you let the quarterback stew for almost 2 years, kind of like what they did in Kansas City with Mahomes. And that's what is needed here. And you build up your friggin' defense.
I mean, they got Tom Cable on the team. He used to coach the Raiders.
Yeah.
He has a better percentage as far as winning than Gruden. And he even swept the division one year when he was coaching.
Yeah.
But we didn't get the playoff because we didn't have the stronger, according to the league, the stronger schedule. So they let Denver take it. Denver, I think they did that fluke game where they beat Pittsburgh, and then they got fucking the smallest against the Patriots.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, they scored like 45 points against them. That's why the next season, wasn't there anymore. You know, Elway got rid of his ass. What's the dude that was always
Tebow.
Yeah. When nobody was complaining about that, you get somebody from Frisco. I mean, you know, that's a different story.
Don't
it
go,
is what it is.
don't
You know
go
what I
there.
mean?
Don't go there, man. I got you. Man. But hey, Rube, I bet the bet. Now I'm going to ask you this, and it's going to be the best out the door. Okay, you got the first 2 picks in the draft. Who do we get now? Not who, but position groups. Who are our first 2 picks?
The first 2 picks.
Yeah.
They're coming out of either Alabama or
No. Position groups.
Oh, position groups?
Yeah.
Oh, we need a hell of a pass rush, okay? So you better get a defensive end.
Why? No. Defensive tackle, my friend. We're okay. We're okay at defensive end. We need somebody to push in the middle, which we don't have.
Well, who's our middle linebacker? He ain't doing nothing.
Well, the middle linebacker is Kwiatkowski when he's available, but he's been off and on hurt. I like what we. I like.
No, we got a bunch of guys on
Nah, see,
Rube, if you can't be on the field.
Rube, I disagree there. I like Kwiatkowski and what he's done, and Littleton has come on as of late. But my first 2 picks is a wide body defensive tackle and another another linebacker, not necessarily a middle linebacker. Another middle linebacker. If we go to the 3-4, I'll say that. But
how many picks did we get in the draft?
We lost one because of COVID. So
I know, I remember that.
Yeah. So we have 6 picks.
Okay, we got 6 picks. You have 6 picks. You're the one making the picks for our team.
Mm-hmm.
How many do you spend on defense? What positions?
5.
Okay, 5. We don't really need nothing on offense, right?
Well, no. We need to draft a quarterback, and we need to draft either a tackle or a guard. But what what I'm saying is that we have 6 picks. I spend 5 on defense, but I acquire another pick, and I pick a quarterback, and I pick an offensive lineman.
Okay, free agency. Who do you go after? You go after anybody?
Yeah, Leonard Williams at defensive tackle.
Okay. What about our corners? We need any corners on defense?
I would pick up a decent corner, but I still remember we still got to see what we got with Amick Robertson, Isaiah Johnson, and I like them as nickel dimes. But I think maybe we pick up a corner. I like Heath at safety. I think Abram needs to be coached. Okay.
Yeah, he needs to be coached badly.
Yeah, he needs to be coached. But then we can throw back if we keep Joyner, throw him at safety. Keep him at safety. We have Heath and Joyner and Abram at safety, and that is with coaching with Abram, and that's where I think we're okay.
If we don't get Wade Phillips as defensive coordinator, who do you want them to get?
Greg Williams is one, or we can take Raheem Morris because I like what he's a younger defensive minded coach. That would be good. And yeah, he's got ties to Gruden, but I say even in spite of that, Lovie Smith is available, but so is Dan Quinn. I would take Greg Williams first. I take Wade Phillips second. I would take
the names that you're naming. Do you think we're going to get any of those guys?
Maybe one of those guys becomes available.
Shit, I hope we do, Kevin. Because if we don't, I don't know who he's going to have doing the defense. Because we need. I remember I heard the show the other day. I don't know, it was last week or the week before. Peggy was saying about, getting somebody in there that knows what the hell they're doing, somebody with experience, not bringing some kid in or somebody new that, is really starting. Let some other franchise have that person.
Okay.
Let us have somebody that already knows what the hell they're doing. And the offensive coordinator, do you keep him or do you get rid of him too?
Oh, well, technically, the getting rid of the offense coordinator would be getting rid of Gruden, and I just say, I don't want Gruden calling plays. I want Gruden to be a head coach.
Yeah, I know. He's not doing a good job. He's too damn conservative. He only went for the 2-point conversion, but the last game of the season, I don't want my guys playing in overtime. This game, it doesn't really mean much.
Yeah.
If we lose, we just get a better pick in the draft. That's all. But if you win, okay, now you don't have a losing season. You can say you went 8-8 because this is your third year. And it was nice as a fan to see your team win the last game of the season instead of losing to the sorry-ass Broncos.
Mm-hmm. Well,
nice play over the middle, by the way. Waller got the 2 points.
Yes. I was glad to see that. Hey, Ruben, thanks for calling in, brother. I appreciate you being here.
Yep, I hope that we get the things that we talked about, and we'll start seeing it here, because after the Super Bowl, it starts to happen real quick.
Well, we'll see. We'll see for sure.
How long do you think they keep Gruden?
Well, it's not a matter of how long they keep Gruden. It's how long Gruden stays as head coach. I think that he only coaches 2 more years.
You think so? Depending on whether he wins, right?
Well, I think
if he starts winning.
I think no. I even think that Gruden coaches. This is year 3 of his second contract, right? I think he coaches in 2021, and then he coaches in 2022. And I think after that, depending upon, because we don't know the stipulations of his contract, we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think maybe he was signed for 10, but only the first 5 are guaranteed, kind of like what you do with a player. So we don't know what the stipulations are, but I think that he will coach 2021 and 2022. And if he wants to possibly kick himself upstairs, he would do that after that time.
Boy, that help us, because I saw your show last week or the week before where you said you want them to at least go to the Super Bowl one last fucking time before you die.
Yeah.
It's the same here.
I agree.
I mean, we went to the playoffs, 4 years ago. Your guy running the show, he gets hurt in a game where he should have been taken out. They didn't do that. That's part of coaching too. Some of these coaches know when to sit out their players. Hey, this game doesn't mean that much. Saving you for the playoffs. We didn't have a good backup quarterback, so there you go.
Well,
McGloin got hurt on the second play against the Texans, and then here comes this kid Connor.
Well, actually, McGloin got hurt against the Broncos, which is why Connor Cook started against the Texans.
No, McGloin, he started against the Texans. Connor came in.
No, shipmate. Matt McGloin.
He didn't play?
Matt McGloin started against the Broncos. He got hurt. Connor Cook came in and finished the game. We went to the playoffs with the Texans with Connor Cook with his first start in the NFL as a playoff game.
I thought started and he got hurt in that game.
No, Matt McGloin or Pat McGroin, as we used to like to say. Pat McGroin got hurt against the Broncos, and that's why Connor Cook had to come into the game. And Connor Cook's first start in the NFL was the playoff game against the Texans.
They had mentioned the Chiefs. Your buddy mentioned the Chiefs. You think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl?
No.
I think they're going to choke.
No, I don't think they're going to make it.
And I don't think Pittsburgh is going to go too far either. And I'm only saying that based on the games they've been playing. They do not have a running game at all.
I agree. Now, Rube, I got to let you go. I'm trying to get off the line.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, have a good night and go Raiders and take care, Captain.
All right. Hey, thanks again, Potter. Good hearing from you.
You too.
All right. That's Ruben. I thought we haven't spoken to Ruben in a while. Now, I saw that Savage was in here. I saw Savage was in here. And Savage, if you want to come on screen, let me know, and I will save a on screen spot for you, because otherwise I'm going to close the show. If you want to come on screen, Savage, there's the link. It's right there. But let me know, because otherwise I'm gonna be closing the show. Yeah, and I remember that, losing to the Chargers. I remember that as well. I remember that as well. And I was in Oakland too, by the way. Last game against the Chargers, not the last game in Oakland, but the last game against the Chargers that year was in Oakland, and we lost that game. If we would have won the game, we would have went to the playoffs. Okay, wow. So Savage is going to come in. Okay, so folks, we're going to have one more. We're going to have one more guest. We're going to have one more guest on screen with me, and only because I saw that he was in. Only because I saw that he was in. But that's definitely my last. The last portion of the year, my last on-screen guest. And again, I appreciate everybody we've had tonight. We had Asylum come in. We had China come in. We had Eric Amelung come in. We've had a lot of phone calls, and I appreciate all that as well. Seen some people you haven't seen in a while. Danny Faint, appreciate you being in here. And Dan, like I said, Danny's a good guy. One of the few Patriots fans that I can actually deal with, because he's a real Patriots fan. He couldn't. All these Patriots, it's funny, and I'm kind enough to call them Patriots fans. Oh, the Ford game. Okay, 1-4. Did I see that right? The 4:00 game was. Oh no, it was at night. I gotta see when the second years play, so I can root my ass off for whoever this is. I think it's Washington. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. And that was so fantastic to see with Howie Long and Violator. Trust me, I would have loved to have seen Howie Long come visit me. Wow, Sudfeld's at quarterback? Really? What happened to Jalen Hurts? Did I miss this? Did Jalen Hurts get hurt? Somebody talk to me. Oh, he's on the sideline? Wow. So they're giving up the game? I think they hate. They don't like the Giants that much that they're making sure. Was he hurt? Was Jalen Hurts hurt? I don't have the volume on, so you guys will have to tell me in the comments. But it's been the only thing I can say is that we didn't have a losing season. That's the only thing I can say. And I had us at 10-6. I had us at 10-6, and My God. What we could have been. So I'm going to get to the two shot here. Let me get that done. Asylum was saying that you were doing your hair. You had to get your hair did.
Oh yeah.
Had to do your hair. Thank you for joining us, Asylum. I appreciate you being in here again. I only having this show a little bit longer because of you.
Well, my name is Savage, but I know me and him look alike. I understand. We're like twins. Danny DeVito and Schwarzenegger. I get it.
Shut up, man. I've been on a while. I'm tired. I apologize, Savage. I had the name in mind, but the only reason why I'm doing this show longer is because Asylum said that you were, and I saw you. I'm like, oh man, that's great to have Asylum get you on. See, I didn't say you. I said Savage. Okay. So again, we are graced with Oakland Raiders Savage superfan being in here. And again, Asylum said you were getting your hair done. And let me get that. I can get that with the straight. Okay, so let me take that down. Good seeing you, brother. How have you been?
I've been doing good. I'm back to work. So my ankle's been healed up, so they say. So I've been back to work. And, Asylum, he's kind of like my Drew Rosenhaus. He gets me on these things, and he's like my super agent for the super fans. That's what he does over there. Oh, yeah. How you been, though? How you been?
I've been okay. I've lost 18 pounds. And I actually went to Texas Roadhouse yesterday and ate, and I still hit the scale today after a nice dump in the morning. I was down a half pound, which was good because I would have gained otherwise. But not that I'm giving too much information, but I'm just being honest. But I haven't eaten a lot, and I'm still trying to do that. I still got to lose about another 10. Doc wants me down 27 calls. No, Hot Neil, no more calls, Hot Neil. We're just. I'm on here with Savage because I wanted to make sure that we ended the Raider portion of the season on a high note, and we did have. I said we did have your brother, your twin, was on earlier, and we wanted to make sure that you were on here as well. So and again, welcome back to work. We always enjoy having you. I want to get your views. Is your positives and negatives of the year, and I've asked this of pretty much everybody that's been in here. You have the first 2 picks in the draft. What position groups do you go to? And I'm going to throw this to Wombat as well. You get rid of Derek Carr. Where does he go, and what do you get for him?
I really do like Derek Carr. But if we have to get rid of Derek Carr, for more picks, we do have to shore up the defensive line. That's the number one. We need some pass rushing. If we ain't got no pass rushing, we can't really, the DBs can't really do their job too much. The quarterback's back there scrambling. You can't cover the guy that long. So we need to get some guys in there to wreak havoc through the line. But I do also think we need to shore up our offensive line. They are getting a little older. Incognito, we probably got to replace him next year. I don't know if he'll be able to come back with an Achilles injury at his advanced age. So, and we had our backups that stepped up and did good, but we need like solid tackles. I know we should get rid of Trent Brown. I'm not a big Trent Brown fan. And as you can ask Asylum, he didn't do that number justice, number 77. You can ask Asylum that. I know Asylum would agree with me. But the number one is defensive. We need pass rush. We need linemen in the middle. He probably can get like a defensive end and through free agency, but we need guys in the middle to just push the pile at the quarterback and then have the ends come in and contain. That's what we need, because we had Malik Collins come in I know he was hurt and COVID and all that other stuff, but he was supposed to be a guy that we, supposed to change the whole defensive whatever, but he didn't do all that well. And I don't even know who was playing in the middle because we never heard their names being called. All we know is Max Crosby, because Max Crosby had a great year last year. We were looking forward to more sacks and everything this year, but, we just couldn't put enough pressure. The line's going to focus on Crosby. Everybody else wasn't doing anything too much, so it has to start with the line. Everything in football starts with the line in the trenches, and that's what we got to show up.
Yeah, and I agree. My first pick is a big fat ass for defensive tackle that can move. Not a fat ass that's going to blob in there, but a fat ass that can take up space and can move. Okay, and if they don't draft one, I volunteer my services. Okay, I can move pretty okay for a 55-year-old with bad knees and all the other COVID issues. But I'll be there. I'll give it up.
But you already lost 18 pounds. I don't know. You lost the 18 pounds. You probably got to play defensive end now. Okay,
well, I'll play end. And I liked playing end when I was in high school, but that was years ago.
Did you guys have leather helmets or just the one bar across the face?
No. Leather helmets? Those are for sissies. We didn't have any helmets. There you go.
Just hard heads.
There you go, hard heads. I think we had little skull caps like you had on.
Oh, well, this is actually a beanie I stretched out because, when you're savage, you got a big head.
I got you. Okay. Now, second pick. And again, I agree with the line. Now, I Richie Incognito is not coming back, but I think we got that covered with a combination of Denzel Good and John Simpson. I think we got that covered. We need a right tackle, or we need a left tackle and move Miller over to right tackle because we do need a tackle. So, maybe getting a decent one that rates out in the draft. Maybe we keep Miller at left tackle for a while and we get a really decent right tackle. Those are the only things that I think that we need. Oh, and a quarterback. And that's why I'm saying the Raiders right now have 6 picks because they have one taken away from COVID. 5 picks should be taken for defense. And we also get a bonus call too. Hang on a second. So not only do we have Raider Savage on with me, we are graced with having Raider Homer call in. Raider Homer, how you doing, sir?
I'm not sure if you're great, but I'm here. No, I've been talking to Polo, so I just caught some of the conversation that y'all were talking about. But look, this is what I'm saying, dude. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that John Gruden this and John Gruden that, but you got to stop and consider this. All right, we're 8-8 now, right? We should have won the Dolphin game. There's a handful of games, maybe that we were in that we should have won, right?
I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5, Homer. I'll give you 5. We were in the Bills game. We were in the second game against the Chiefs. We were in the Dolphin game. We were in the Charger game.
We were in the New England game.
We were in the New England game. There's 5 right there.
Right. So really, it comes down to this, right? Instead of trying, it's not the offense. We know that. Like, if you're still questioning whether it's the offense, then you're not really paying attention to the team. You're just upset because you are maybe a longtime Raider fan that's tired of losing. But you got to take a step back and realize that we're all tired of that. But be smart, because look, if we get rid of John Gruden and Derek Carr, we're way back down there. There's nobody that can replace them. This is what I think we need to do in the offseason. Get Wade Phillips. He showed interest, right? That means that his ego is not in the way. And I don't think that John Gruden's ego will be in the way with Wade Phillips, because Wade Phillips will provide John Gruden the ability to focus on the offense only. Remember, in the middle of this season, he has to go and with the defensive coaches and sit in the room and say, what can we do better? John Gruden should not be focusing on that right now. So if we can get a Wade Phillips, we will benefit from this. Look, Cleveland Farrell can play the 3 technique, which is right between the tackle and the guard, as well as anybody, right? I think Max Crosby will do the same. And if we go and get that defensive tackle that you're talking about, that big nasty, that will dominate the middle of the pocket. But why is this important? Because we got killed in the flat. from the running backs coming out, right? But we got Corey Littleton, right? If we get Wade Phillips, he's automatically going to benefit from being in Wade Phillips' defense, as well as LaMarcus Joyner, who we will have under contract next year. But then we put that speed that Littleton provides and that Tanner Muse provides on the outside. Now, people are saying Muse is small, but Muse is like 6'2", all right? But he also can play. He's a hybrid player. Is he the best hybrid player? No, but he's still a hybrid player. So you've got that speed from Littleton and Muse on the outside that can either pass rush or cover the flats and make up mistakes with less responsibility in the middle of the field. Nicholas Morrow played well in the middle of the defense. He would play well and at 3-4 defense, and so did Nick Patowski. And now what's his Roquan McMillan, right, number 54? That kid showed up, and I think that Javen White made a few plays in the last game that proves that if we move to 3-4, we have the linebacking core to provide that stability in the 3-4 that you would need, and we don't have to completely rebuild the defensive line. And I think Wade Phillips would do what Heidi Savage has been calling for all year and move LaMarcus Joyner back to free safety, which move Eric Harris back to a backup position. That's what we need to do on defense, all right? Because, look, when you give 19 seconds to go against the Dolphins and you give up that victory, that is only defense. Derek Carr brought us back twice in the fourth quarter in that game, and he brought us back in the fourth quarter in this game, and we still allowed them a field goal attempt. Luckily, Max Crosby came in because you have to kick it so low, coming out of a field goal that long.
Okay.
You have to drive the ball out low or to sell and drop short. So the defense damn near cost us the same way. And look, I know as a Raider fan, it gets old blaming the referees, but Aguilar got hit in the head.
Yes, I said that. Aguilar got hit in the head. That was a fucking penalty. And then they also threw a flag against Darren Waller. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right. And then take this play into consideration. The hit on Ruggs, shoulder to helmet, and knocked him out. Like the referees are not calling this game the right way. All right, this is what I was saying, and this is why I'm not a coach, right? Because if I was a defensive coach at that point, I'd be like, you know what? Hit those MFers in the head every chance you get. Because look at it, think about it like this: if it's okay to hit Ruggs in the head like it was, and also okay to drive an elbow into Aguilar's helmet in the end zone like that like it happened, then the NFL is saying that it's okay to hit in the head. If it's okay to hit in the head, why does Josh Jacobs get called twice for being undersized and smashing people in the helmet? Like, come on, let's just be real. Like, I know that people want to say, don't make excuses, don't apologize, but at the same time, if that's the thing, be smart and recognize that those are the things that are costing us the game. And the players, I think the players can be coached, but there's no defensive coach that can coach our teams all right now. Look, as you say that the best defense is an elite offense and keeping the other team's offense off the sidelines, then number one, you spend more money on defense. So Gunther's claims of not spending enough money on defense, it goes out the window because obviously it's an offensive-driven league, so you have to spend money on defense. The smart bet is to get a good coach that can coach up younger players, and when these younger players, because they're all chasing numbers, it doesn't matter what side of the ball they are. Okay. And when these young players get the numbers they want, you go ahead and trade for them before the fifth-year option or in the third year, you trade them. That way you get back your pick and maybe some more, and you have this coach like a Wade Phillips, who Wade Phillips is not going to get in the way. He's not a head coach. I think he knows that. I think that he sees an opportunity with John Gruden to go and add to his legacy as a defensive coordinator. So I don't know. To me, that's the offseason right there. Get Wade Phillips, and I think that and switch to the 3-4, utilizing our young linebacking core and not having to completely rebuild the defensive line. I think that's what we need.
Okay, Homer, I'm going to upset you.
Okay. You do it all the time. It's okay.
I agree, but I said this before, and you're coming in late, so you didn't hear me earlier, so I'm gonna let it out for you. I think we have wasted Derek Carr's time for the last 3 years because we never built a good defense around him. We've wasted his abilities for 3 years. We've seen his top end. In 2016, when he was a candidate for the MVP, we saw all of the stats that he did last year and this year, and he's a commodity. But we need a stopgap quarterback, and that quarterback is on our roster right now. His name is Marcus Mariota. Stopgap. Want to make sure people understand that.
Flexio.
I'm sorry. Well, Flex Seal.
Flexio.
Yeah, Flex Seal. We got a flex.
No.
Whoa. Let me finish. We need. Homer.
My bad.
You're bad. There you go. Remember, I got the button finger right here.
Yeah,
There.
I'm sorry.
But no, we need to drastically improve our defense, and whether we get Wade Phillips or Greg Williams or Raheem Morris or Lovie Smith or Dan Quinn or and I like Will Muschamp as well as one of these, or the kid out of Clemson that plays that's their defensive coordinator. No matter who we get, we got to get somebody good, and we got a decent amount of kids that can play well on defense. I am going to use the old, and I hate giving them credit for being smart on this, the Bill Belichick method of getting rid of somebody a year early, vice a year late. Okay? We take Derek Carr and we use him as a commodity, and we get rid of him, and we might even get rid of him to that bastard that I'm talking about, and we get a player and some picks for him, and we get that stopgap. We get our quarterback of the future, because we've wasted 3 years of Derek Carr's time. And I like Derek Carr, but we know what his top end is. And we wasted it without a defense, and we need to put people in the defense. We take 2 steps back, and then we go ahead. And that's my thinking is what we do from 2021 on. So by 2022, which I believe will be Gruden's last year coaching, under my estimation, year 5 will be his last year coaching. It'll be the beginning of a positivity for the Raiders. And I want Savage to come in as well, because we love you, Homer, but I want to make sure Savage gets some words in too.
Is it my turn? Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
Everything Homer is saying, I do agree with a lot of things he's saying. He's talking about like Bill Belichick. You were talking about Belichick. That's what I kind of got the idea, that whole plug and play thing. Bill Belichick is good at that plug and play thing on the defensive side. I feel like I'm kind of tired of us doing the defensive coordinator projects, experiments. We do need a big name coordinator like a Phillips or a Greg Williams. I was thinking Greg Williams just now when Homer was talking about how come they can go and pop us in the head. You know what? Greg Williams, hey, Bounty Gate 2.0, let's do it. We got Gruden 2.0, Greg Williams 2.0, Bounty Gate from silver, from black and gold to black and silver, silver and black. They have him come over here and instill that old school Raider in the 3-4 defense. I think the Raiders won a lot of their 3 championships in a 3-4 defense. So, I like the idea of that too. I just think I love Gruden. I just feel like he's not. There's some players that are not being utilized, and I'm not gonna give excuses, but we didn't have a preseason, so we couldn't really see have Ruggs go out there and just do whatever in the preseason and see what he can do and all that. Everything he's been doing was on the fly. Plus, he was hurt after the second game of the season, after the Carolina game, I believe it was, or the second game when he had the hamstring or something, the leg injury. So I just feel like this year was not really like a wash, but we were doing a lot experimentally. And I feel like if we can get a preseason next year or this coming season, and with a defensive coordinator, a big name defensive coordinator that has been established in this league, like a Greg Williams or a Wade Phillips, we can get our defense going and fast instead of trying to implement this system, from a no-name guy. I feel like Gunther was a no-name guy. Doesn't matter how long he was with Cincinnati, but I just feel like that's what we need to do is have a big name guy. And I know Gruden, his first time around, he liked to have a coordinator that he can kind of still tell him what to do. I think that's why they got rid of Willie Brown his first year coaching and brought in, I think it was Czech Bresnahan for those couple seasons. I know Chick Bresnahan was a Super Bowl coach.
Well, remember, Willie Shaw was that coach.
Yeah, not really Brown, Willie Shaw. Yeah, not really Brown, Willie Shaw. Willie Shaw. So, yeah, so I do agree with Homer. I love Carr. I'm not ready to get rid of Carr yet. I just feel like Gruden's play calling has been conservative the last couple, or these few seasons that he's been back. I feel like maybe he should give the coordinating job, the play calling duties to somebody a little more younger, because his plays are just too predictable. And when he's someone that's a little more aggressive, that's going to go downfield and tell the defense that we're playing against, you got to be on your back of your toes, because we're gonna go deep on first down. We're gonna go deep on second down. Doesn't matter if we ain't completed or not. We got to show that aggressiveness. The West Coast offense it can work, but it has to be upgraded. That's what it has to be upgraded. Andy Reid has a West Coast type of style offense, but it's upgraded. Some of these other coaches that are from that tree have been upgraded West Coast offense. Gruden feels like it seems like he's still kind of like a little behind. So that's just my take on it right there. Oh yeah.
Okay, Homer, you get your rebuttal.
Okay, look, we know that Gruden can coach an RPO style quarterback, and then with Mariota, like he did against the Dolphins, right? And get us in the position to win the game, but the defense is going to cost us the game. Yeah. Right? And we know what Gruden can do with Derek Carr, all right? Because, look, it's not about – and if we get rid of Derek Carr, it's over. The Patriots, if you go to the Patriots, y'all, it's over. They're going to win again. Look, Derek Carr is a hot commodity. Everybody's just waiting because, again, it's the Raiders. It's the Raiders overall, all right? Now, Gruden is caught up with today's NFL, okay? Everybody was saying he would not be able to reach these young players, and he has been able to reach these young players. Today shows that this team was not willing to lay down. All right, so he has this team's attention. Okay, it's just a matter of, look, sometimes you cannot score a touchdown after touchdown. All right, don't compare our offense versus the Chiefs' offense. Right, that's a much better prepared offense than what we had. All right, look, the first time Gruden was here, 8-8, and then what? 12-4, and then
10-6,
and then Al Davis traded his ass. Right? Do not make the same mistake in a few years with John Gruden, because even though 2018 was terrible to watch as far as you looking back at the numbers, we were still in the lead and going into halftime in several games and going into the fourth quarter in several games. That shows me, in retrospect, that John Gruden still knows how to coach a team into a winning position. But it's about these players making them play. All right, that's what it comes down to. If we shoot ourselves in the foot, guys, we are going to go back another 10 years. We're going to set ourselves back 10 years.
No. Not 10 years. Not 10 years, man.
Yeah, because you cannot. Remember, Al Davis went from coach after coach, quarterback after quarterback. If we make that same mistake, if Mark Davis goes down that road, it's going to be the same situation.
No, wait a second. Whoa. Mark Davis has given John Gruden a 10-year contract, of which I think he's going to coach at least 5. Al Davis fired coaches after 1 or 2 years. Again and again. I disagree. I think that John Gruden will be here for at least 2 more years, and then the next coach after him will be able, on the upswing, will be one of these long-term coaches. I'm not saying he's going to be on with John Madden for 10 years or with Tom Flores, who was up for like 8 years or so. I don't think it's going to be like that. But if you imagine the Pittsburgh Steelers have had 3 coaches since 1970, 3.
That's what
3. Okay.
Yes, they have 6 Super Bowls, but they didn't. They're not like this. They're not like the Patriots, right? But I just saying, don't just go to John Gruden right now. Now, if John Gruden gets an elite defense and you still can't win, then you have to start questioning. But look, these defenses, man, and you could blame it on me, but these young guys are not making smart plays. Max Crosby came up with the block field goal, whatever, right? But he still goes underneath when he's supposed to keep contained. Like, it's that guy. It's that kind of shit. It's fucking John Abram going down to cover on that 92-yard touchdown pass. Nicholas Morrow was dropping back, and Jonathan Abram is moving up. Like it's that.
And that's
it's
and
not
that's
hard, it's not
coaching.
prudent.
That's coaching. That's coaching.
Right. To get a good defensive coordinator, and
Right.
we're going to win these games.
Okay.
The Dolphin game and other games like that, because sometimes players have to rise up. You have to grab your nuts, all right, and say, "God damn, this offense." We've seen Derek Carr bring us back so many times. We got to come up with the play. I'm waiting for this defense to make a game-changing play. Well, all right, like what is it about all these other? And you can say it's conservative play calling, but why do other teams rise up on the defense when our teams don't? All right, you understand? Because even though we made some mistakes and sometimes conservative, we still have the fourth quarter comebacks. We were averaging. Look at what they were saying at the beginning of that game. We were averaging 26 points a game, and the defense is giving up 32. Now that's skewed, right? Statistics are fucked up like that because really the Atlanta game brought the average way down, just one game. You know what I mean? And so that's, we have an offense that can score 28, 31 points easily, but your defense cannot allow 32 points. It's common sense. If your defense gives up more yards and more points, it doesn't matter who the fuck's calling the play.
Such language. My non my biblical ears cannot stand for such things, sir. How dare you swear on my show?
Especially on the Lord's Day, Sunday.
It comes down to this, guys. Like, as a nation, right? We got to stop, first of all, bitching and complaining all the time and asking for our coaches and players to be traded or fired. Like, that is number one, all right? Look, the Patriots, in a league of their own with Tom Brady, and Bill Belichick, Derek Carr and Gruden can become that. Even though Derek Carr has been in the league 7 years now, he has not had a coach like John Gruden. And since John Gruden has been there, Derek Carr is performing well. And stop saying that he needs to run more because he ran more than he did in 2016 this year and last year. It's not that. The great thing about Derek Carr, remember, in the Dolphin game, he stands in the pocket and delivers under pressure. And again, in this game, right, the defender's trying to trip Derek Carr. Like, he is in the pocket making plays down the field. All right, he runs to the outside and throws an 85-yard touchdown bomb to Nelson Aguilar because Aguilar can make the guy miss. The deep ball is there, but it's about everybody knows that. You saw everybody drop back, right, when we got into the red zone, and then we got that penalty because Zay Jones got the pick, and then we got pushed back. Their defensive the backfield was just back. They were all back. You know what I mean? So the deep ball doesn't quite work like that. So what you're trying to do is bring that defense up. That's football 101. That's principle. All right? You can win like that. It's not necessarily conservative. What you're doing is trying to open up the deep shot. Because remember, we were going deep left and right, and the announcers were talking about how that was not the NFL anymore. So it's still not quite the same. You can't just go deep all the time. All right? It's not going to work. It just doesn't work like that anymore. Everybody's fast in the NFL. It's hard to get over the top. So you got to bring that defensive back up, and you got to beat them with a double move. But number one is this our defense not biting? Like again, the Dolphin game. Arnett, right, is so concerned about the flat that he lets a guy run right by him and gives up a 35-yard pass. That is a situation where our defender has to say, I'm going to keep everything in front of me, and I'm not going to let anybody get behind me. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the kind of thing. Sometimes as a player, you got to be able to say, I can't let myself get beat. I got to make the play. That's what we're not getting because our defensive coordinators are not quite there.
Okay.
And look, imagine. Okay, so we're going to go round and round.
Yeah, I love your points, but I'm looking at the clock and it's 22 minutes, and I want.
Yeah, I was cool, Captain. So I ain't calling a while. So
and that is why I let you come on, and I want to make sure that I end with you and Savage on high notes, and I appreciate it, and I do.
Good,
I
you let me on your show.
No, I appreciate you being on because that's why I brought you on, and I'm gonna let Savage finish it, and then I'm gonna go away for a little while because and people say, well, we're gonna no. I'm gonna drop amount of shows because I need a fucking break. Okay.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Yeah. And I appreciate that. No, but Homer, I'm saying this so that everybody can hear it. I appreciate you. I appreciate all that you've done. I appreciate all that you do, and I love more of it. And thank you for being the person that you are. And you know that I mean that heartfelt.
You said do. And I appreciate it, Cap. Thank you.
Thanks again.
Oh, yeah.
All right, have a good night. Later, Savage.
All right, Homer.
All right. Thanks again. That was Raider Homer. And again, and I mean this, I'm gonna end this show on two positives. I brought in Raider Homer. I still got Raider Savage here. I want to make sure that if there's anything else that's on his mind, because first off, I'm watching the fact that Washington is going to go to the playoffs, and that makes me feel good because I don't have to listen to some a-hole that I know that is a New York Giants fan. And, that just makes me feel all good and mushy inside. That makes me feel good. So I had Homer come in, and I got Savage in here, and I appreciate the fact that he got his beanie hat on and he combed out his hair, and he's looking good. He got his hair did and all the other stuff. But the final thing I said, we let you and Homer go on, and again, and you said, and I agree, a fat body in the middle. And Homer seems to think that we're okay at linebacker, and I still think we need a couple more stalwarts in the draft and in free agency. I think that we need to improve. Maybe if what Homer is saying is true, and I'll give him that. If what Homer is saying is true, maybe I can use another pick because again, I'm going to use 2 picks. I'm going to get a quarterback this year, and I'm going to get an offensive lineman and a tackle. And, maybe I don't think we need a receiver for anything. I know Rob was telling me if we got Kyle Pitts, and I didn't say this, so don't say it's the Gators saying this. I said that Kyle Pitts would be a luxury, but if you have Kyle Pitts play wide receiver like he wants him to play, that would be awesome with Kyle Pitts and Darren Waller and Edwards and then Henry Ruggs and then Hunter Renfrow. That would be a scary receiving core. But I think that's a bit much, but Savage, you said you want a fat body and you want a lineman. I can see that. But what else do you think are the more pressing needs finally that we need for this team?
Well, I know that we're going to focus, or we need to focus more on defense. Our offense wasn't bad. Just felt like we could have been a little bit more aggressive at times, a little more imaginative at times. I feel like, and this was said earlier in your show, like we had a Bowman. We had a Bowman that one year. He just came in off the street and right away he had command of the defense. We need that because our defense is full of first-year guys and second-year guys. Abram is basically a first-year guy. He only played like 30 minutes, 30 seconds, whatever, against that Bronco game opener last year before he busted his shoulder. So we had a lot of young guys who basically got a crash course on how to play DB and linebacker and everything in the NFL. We don't really have any like real veterans that can like put them to the side and be like, look, do this, do that, do this. Because it's not only just coaching, because our coaching wasn't that great either for the defensive side, but we also need coaches on the field to make those adjustments right there on the fly. Hey, Abram, go this way, get this guy. Arnett, you're playing to whatever, like somebody out there to really like orchestrate, like they say a defensive a quarterback. We need someone like that. I think that's more of a free agent. If there's any free agents out there that can do that, even Perfect before he got himself kicked out of the game against Indianapolis last year, which I think was kind of BS, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I think that's another thing we need. Kind of going off of what Homer said, I understand what he's saying because Gruden didn't win a championship until we had the Tampa Bay defense that was already built before we got there. All he had to do was kind of tweak up the offense, and then, it was just kind of like, they face us in the Super Bowl. You face a team that you built against a team that you're just retooling. whatever. You know, Gruden is a clock management kind of guy. I always kind of compare. I know you can't really compare from 20 years ago to now, but I know Gruden was that kind of coach back then when the first stint, and then his first year out when he was in Tampa Bay, we had Mark Trestman. Mark Trestman opened up the offense where we started throwing more. And there was a lot more like, you know, we had the long ball, and then we had a lot of like short slants and everything that went for long plays with Porter and Gardner, and then, you know, Tim Brown and Jerry Rice on the ends, you know, whatever. And they're not fast guys, but they were able to get open because they were later in their career. So that's what I'm saying is we need someone that is not afraid to put the ball more in the air, because we have the running back. We have, and even if we can sign Booker, I don't know how long his contract is now, but if we can keep him along, that can be like your Gardner and your Wheatley like we had back in the day. And Ingold, you know, I like Ingold. I don't think he's John Ritchie yet, but you know, he's get him in there more, you know. And I know I'm comparing to two different eras, two different decades, but you know, that's why I just feel like some of these players need to be utilized a little more. I seen that they had some of these past games, they had Henry Ruggs do some of those Tim Brown motions across the backfield before he took off. I said, okay, you want to make him the Tim Brown? Hey, I like that. Get him, you know, have him move around, whatever. So I feel like they should do some more of that. We're not that far off. We just need to, I think, just be a little more aggressive on offense. Stop doing 3-yard routes for a 5-yard gain on third down. That's what I don't really care for. You know, stop overusing Jacobs, because Jacobs, you know, he's a tough running back, but you can run down a running back if you keep using him over and over again. You know, like I said, I kept saying, use Booker more. I know he's not a featured back, but he can carry the load for Jacobs if he needs to and get about 5-6 yards per carry. And, you know, we're not that far off. And I don't want to get rid of Gruden yet, because I don't want to start over for a new philosophy and a new whatever. I just think that he either has to be a little more imaginative, a little more aggressive, not so predictable on some of these plays, especially like first down run, second down run, third down. Is Winfrey open? No. Is Waller open? No. Okay, you know, and the defense just needs a little more veteran leadership and a big name D coordinator that can come in and right away get this defense going and not have, you know, these adjustments and, oh, we need this guy for next year and this guy for next year, like Gunther's excuses were. And then the coordinator we had before him, that's in Seattle now. You know,
Ken Norton Jr.
Who was just starting to play defensive coordinator, and you know, he was still trying to figure things out. You know, the last offensive coordinator that was good was, I think, was Bill Musgrave for that 2016 year when Carr was making all them throws and them game winning you know, comeback plays and all that. So we're not that far. We just need to be a little more aggressive, and we need some push up the middle on D tackle, on D line. That's the main thing we need. We need to kill the quarterback like we did back in the day with with Reagan Upshaw and all those guys that were knocking out quarterbacks week after week. I think that was a 2001 season. We need guys who are gonna go back there and just wreak havoc. That's what we're missing. We're missing attitude, basically. We're missing attitude. We're missing aggressiveness. We're missing Raider-like football. That's what I feel.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. Like I said, and again, people tell me, and I know that Homer knows that I'm not a car hater. I'm not. And you know I'm not a car hater, but I like the fact that we have a commodity, and unless you, and this is the other thing, unless you think we can improve so vastly in 1 year on the defense, if you think it could be done next year and keep Derek Carr, okay, I can listen to that. But I think that this is more of a 2 or 3 year build up. And if it's going to be a 2 or 3 year build up, then I think that you need to have the transition to an offense. And that includes as the play caller, with not John Gruden being the play caller. If this is a build up on the defense and a build up on a play caller not named Gruden, then I think that you take your highest commodity and you get parts for it. And that's why I said, if you think that we can become and we would have to be a top 10 defense. We would have to be a top 10 defense next year in order to have Carr stay and live and be well, because because we have a top 10 offense. We do have a top 10 offense. I don't know what the numbers are. I think we're actually top 7, something like that. But you can look at the numbers, but we need a top 10 defense to go with it to even have any inkling of being a perennial playoff team. But that's only one time. If you want to be again and again and again and again, that's why I say I think you do the build, not you get rid of it and destroy it, but you take your best part and you start building from there with other parts. And that's why I said, and if it's Derek Carr, it's Derek Carr. And then you build up the defense and you build up a more on the line and you get that extra running back, because again, I agree with you. I know what fucking John Gruden did with Cadillac Williams. I see it happening again. He's not doing it as much or as bad because he is using Booker, but he needs to use Booker more.
Yes.
And I see that. So that's just the way I think about it. And again, I appreciate you being on here. I appreciate Homer calling in. I appreciate everybody that we have had on. I've appreciated this year for the amount of things that we've done this year. I appreciated learning experiences with things that have pissed me off. It was a learning experience. And you know what I'm talking about. But I will take those learning experiences to heart and will hopefully never be put in a situation again. But I will take this year as COVID 2020 and go beyond that and hope to have a better year next year.
Yeah, I feel like 2021 will be a better year, and going off of the fact that the Raiders are on Las Vegas, when you hit 21, that's blackjack, and blackjack, you win the hand. Oh, yeah. So 2021, I'm ready for 2021 for big things. And I feel like the Raiders should be doing some big things this coming up season. Hopefully, they'll allow us to be inside and witness the games and be that extra factor like we were in Oakland and be that noise. We need a home field advantage. That's probably why we couldn't really win so many games in that field, because we weren't there. They were missing us. We need to be over there too. So 2021, I feel like will be a good year for us. Oh, yeah.
All right. And again, I can't wait. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the 2022 Super Bowl is possibly going to be in Las Vegas, correct?
I know they owe them a draft. Draft the whole draft thing, because we didn't get it to do it this past season. But I think they were talking about that. I don't know if it was that or anything.
Whoever had the 2021 Super Bowl can't have the 2021 Super Bowl because of different things. So that the 2021 Super Bowl is up in the air again. So for all of these people here in this area, and I'm talking the Tampa Bay area, that has stated that they're going to have a hometown Super Bowl for the 2020 season in 2021, I say, oh, F no. But wouldn't it be great to have a hometown Super Bowl if Las Vegas gets the Super Bowl for the 2021 season for 2022? I think that's a rather auspicious jump. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think that if you do things right and you fix that defense, who's to know what could happen?
We're just one knockout Mahomes play away from taking over the AFC West. We need to draft that one goon to be out there for that Chiefs game when we play them next year, just to Raider, you know, like a Raider, and just go in there and just hit him hit him in the legs like Tom Brady got that one year when they missed the playoffs and Matt Castle had to come in. I know they went 10-6, I believe, but they missed the playoffs. So I'm just saying, you know, we just need one guy to go in there. Maybe Nassib can stay 1 year and do that next year, and that'll be his thank you, Raider Nation. I did this for you guys. And wouldn't it be great? Let's say if the Washington no-namers go to the NFC Championship and play against Tom Brady and beat Tom Brady, the no-namers beat the Buccaneers. That would be great. I just want to see it would be nice to see the Washington no-namers with Alex Smith, comeback player, beat out Tom Brady sometime in the playoffs. That would be nice to see.
That's next week.
Let's do it next week then.
The next week, the no-namers or the Washington what the fucks, the Washington football team, the Washington, you know, the WTS, I call them.
On the horse with no name.
That's right. They get that team with that person who shall remain nameless that I can't stand. That's next week.
Well, I hope Alex Smith one and done's that guy. You know, it'd be like, what happened? Who did it to you? I don't know. It was an unarmed man or one-legged man.
Well, a one-armed man. That's the fugitive. But I tell you, if you got a defense that has Kerrigan and Young, I think his name is Young, the kid out of Ohio State, and Vontez Sweat, that's a defense that can break that motherfucker in half.
Well, I hope they make Tom Brady sweat back there because I'll be rooting for the whatever they're called, the hello, my name is, whatever their name is, with the name tags on their shirt like that. Oh, yeah. And that'll be a great game. I would love to see Tom Brady get beat by nobody. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And trust me, if and when, and I should say when it happens, my Facebook is going to be blowing up with my goony goo giggling shit on that for sure. And Savage, again, I thank you, brother, for ending the show with me for the end of the Raider football season. Again, I'm not going away. This is probably my last pretty much Raider centric cast of the year until the next year. And again, I hope that I'll have you come watch with me on with Violator and Ref Guru. I put the thing up before. By the way, Mike Arline, hello to you as well. I saw that. But that's on Wednesday nights, and that's going to be with the NFL Nation Live. I put the link up earlier, so get the word out because you got myself and Violator and Ref Guru, who is a ref that's a Raider fan. You can't beat that.
He should have been out there then, unthrowing flags at the Raiders.
I hear you.
Who was that guy? Who was that guy in the NBA that was doing illegal things? The referee, Donahue.
Yeah, Donahue. Yeah.
Not saying he was like that. I'm just saying, you know, would have been nice.
Would have been nice.
Would have been nice.
Well, folks, we've been on for 3.5 hours. Yeah, this is definitely a long and definitely a goodbye show for the year for Raider Nation as well. Oh, I like that shirt, by the way. You definitely make it look good though. But I'm trying to get my physique so you see more up here than you see down here. So I'm trying.
Well, I got a 2X waiting for you though. When you get down to it, if you want to get down.
Okay. Well, I might be there if I continue.
Oh yeah.
All right, Savage. Thanks again, sir. I appreciate you coming aboard, Prunner. I appreciate you ending the show with me.
And it was nice to end the season against the Broncos because I know we all hate the Broncos, especially the main horse up in their booth up there, John Elway, with his horse face and all that. And we had to go against the refs too, against the Zebras, who are cousins of the Donkeys. So we were able to beat the whole family tree today. Oh, yeah, I know it was a close game, whether we deserved it or not. In the end of the day, when we get that W is one thing, just win, baby. Oh, yeah, in Mile High. Take that, Broncos. Smoke a ball on that one. Oh, yeah.
Thanks again, partner. You take care. I'm gonna do an outro and kick it to the audience. Thanks again, brother.
Oh, yeah. Have a great night, Captain Jack. Oh, yeah.
All right. Thanks again there, Savage. And we are about right here. Again, this has been the last of the Ask Captain Jack shows for a while. Again, as I stated, join me with Ref Guru and Violator. Remember, make sure that Violator, and I got that link for the Ford Hall of Fans. I'm gonna put it up again. Okay, make sure that you go to this website every day. Every flipping day, make sure you go to that website and vote for Violator. There's nobody that deserves to be in here in the Ford Hall of Fans at the Hall of Fame more than Violator. And Keith Kunzig, who is Big Nasty down here in Tampa, he won last year, and well deserved for Keith. But again, there's nobody. That's some good stuff. I'm looking at the. Hey, make sure I get a shot of that and send that to me there, Savage. It's Elway's horse glue. I like that. Yeah. So I Savage is still backstage, so got to see it. Again, send it to me, Savage. I will put it up. Go to that website, Ford Hall of Fans football, and vote for Violator. Thank you for being here again. This will be the last Ask Captain Jack show for a while, and we'll get them back up for next year. Maybe we'll do some Ask Captain Jack shows there. But let's put it this way: there's going to be a show on Thursday, and then after football season, I will probably have one Captain Jack show and one, you don't know Jack About Sports show. If there are people I can interview, I will. So we will have the Black Shield and Galleon Wheel webcast. We'll have those. But I got a lot of things I got to do, and I apologize for saying it like that, but I got a lot. So I got to go through all of these things and start getting them out. Good night to you, Raider Homer, as well. Raider Neil, Backman, thanks again. Mike Arline. And again, once we get to 100 entries into on the prize wheel, and I think we're up to 75 now. So when I get 25 more entries on the live shows, when I get to 25 more entries on the live shows, we will spin the wheel. One winner will spin the wheel, or we'll get the winner on the spin, and then we'll spin the wheel to see what is available. Remember, got the Damon Arnett jersey is one of the primo prizes. You have the Jack Daniels Las Vegas Raiders pack is a primo prize. You got the Fred Biletnikoff signed autograph picture as a primo prize, and lots of nice secondary prizes with the $25 gift certificates to JR60 Brands, $25 gift certificates to what do you call it? Raider Image. So we'll get some prizes that way. Again, you just got to give the super chat, super sticker for that. Again, thank you, Raider Nation. On the way out the door, to Raider Savage, who's backstage, still hanging out. Thank you there. Peace out to you as well, brother. It's about ready to say bye-bye. Thanks again, everybody. We will be heading out, and we'll do a quick outro. Thanks again.